And we're live! So hello all and welcome. It is I, the Realist Philosopher. And this is the Realist Philosopher Show. So how y'all doing today? Hope you're all doing good, fine, and well. So as you can see, I have a different set of headphones. You probably can't tell. These aren't the ones I prefer, but I don't know where the other ones are. I can't find them. A little disorganized here today. I was out working a little longer than usual, so... Yeah, that's life. Yeah. Got some more repairs I have to make on my car. I've been putting them off until it gets cooler outside because, got to do the work outside. Also, they're expensive. Yeah. So, it's an older car. It's a good car. But I got to replace some bushings. There's two bushings in the rear. They're huge. They directly connect the rear axle to the body of the car, and they got to be replaced. I'm having a hard time finding polyurethane ones that are very easy to install. They might not make them for this, or they're very hard to find, so I might need to use original factory bushings, which are a bit more of a pain and more expensive. And then I got to buy the tool to remove them. It works both ways. There's a special bushing tool I have to buy that removes bushings and installs them as well. And I got to replace also the two front control arms. That's relatively easy. Just like 2 bolts holding it to the chassis and then 3 to the ball joint. It's very easy compared to replacing the rear bushings. But it's more expensive than anything else. I mean, thankfully I do the work myself, but even then, probably going to cost me about $450, $500 in parts and the tools. Yeah. It'd be like $2,000 if I paid to have somebody do it for me, because mechanics, they don't just make money off labor, they also double the cost. They don't allow you to use outside parts. So if you have them do it, they'll charge you double for any parts plus labor. So it probably costs more than $2,000. So luckily I can do this kind of stuff myself, but even then, it's a real pain. So yet another expense I have to shoulder. But I mean, it's not surprising. It's an old car. These are like the main suspension bushings, so I'm surprised they've lasted this long. Good vehicle, but these parts take a lot of wear. They directly connect the strut to the chassis of the car, so they take a lot of beating, especially with the heat out here. But yeah. So got to put the work in to get that money to cover that. But anyway, otherwise I'm all right. Feeling okay. A little tired, but I always feel tired. So we got a good show today. Views have dropped off quite a bit because I decided to cover Andrew Wilson last week. Big mistake. People don't come to watch my channel for political content. They come to see me make fun of goofballs like Styx and Jeremy Hambley and other Lolcows like Boogie 2988. People like that. Nobody comes to watch my content for political analysis or anything like that. Somebody told me, you should make another channel. Yeah, I've considered that. I just don't have the time to start a new channel and continue to make content for this channel as well. It's just too much work. If I did this full time, then I could, but just making enough content for one channel, it takes all my free time. So I just can't create another channel. It's not quite that simple. I'd love to comment on more political stuff, but no, another channel right now ain't happening. But anyway, who we got in the room? Nobody. Andrew Donate knows. Bookworm Addict says evening. Good evening. How you doing? Yeah, it's been a while, Greg, dog, since Styx posted anything. Like 9 days. And that's his Twitter. It's been like 2 weeks since he posted any videos. So he's gone. I don't know if he's coming back. He might. I mean... as much as the guy says he doesn't care what people think, that's how much he does care. So he cares a lot. And so I think that all the criticism and the dunking on him, it really depressed him. And he just went into a spiral with the booze and just gave up. We got an update on him, though. So that's the first thing we're going to get into. Yeah, it's unfortunate. He is an eminently dunkable Lolcow, but Gregory Dog, every comment on his channel for a long time is just about him getting help. That dude ain't going to get no help. Come on. He loves that booze too much, man. Are you kidding? Dude's been an out-and-out hedonist for 5-6 years now. It's what ruined his marriage. He can't quit until he hits rock bottom. And rock bottom for him is going to be like prison. It's going to have to be prison. Unfortunately for Styx, New York cops ain't looking for him. I mean, unless he goes outside and jaywalks in front of a cop or breaks the law in some other way, he's not going to hit bottom. So he'll probably croak if he hasn't already drank himself to death. I did check police blotters. There's nothing about the guy, unfortunately. Bookwormatic, there's no guarantee of me staying awake. That's okay. That's life. But let me open up the Styx content. I've got about half a dozen tabs I have to open. I'm not sophisticated enough to just save this stuff to a Google Drive or something. I suppose I need to learn, but what do you want? Okay, yes, I'll accept cookies. But yeah, we got a lot of Styx stuff to cover, so give me a sec to open up all these tabs. Oh boy, he's been gone a while. And by the way, he's not even trying to hide why. He's not making up any more excuses about broken computers, which I think was all bunk. He's just depressed, down in the dumps. I can't really blame him. I mean, the position he's put himself in, I'd be depressed too, I think. But I would never put myself in that position, so... It's like the worst possible decision-making you could ever have, this guy. I mean, how he got himself in this pickle, I don't know, but I only see one way out. I don't think he's going to get there, honestly. Yeah, I think he's done. Unfortunately. I don't know if he'll ever come back. He says he never backs down, but I think he's given up. All right, let's get to it. So hello all and welcome. It is I, the Realist Philosopher, and this is the Realist Philosopher Show. So how y'all doing today? I hope you're all doing good, fine, and well. So we're here to talk about Styx and Hammer 666. So Styx has been gone a while. He's been gone a long friggin' time. The last time that he posted on Twitter, where he used to live, he used to be chronically online, couldn't get off Twitter, multiple posts a day about his morbid stories and his crappy recipes and whatever mundane crap he was doing in his life, like playing with Mel's cat. He hasn't posted anything on Twitter in 9 days. I don't know what this guy's doing with his time. I checked local police blotters. He hasn't been arrested, as far as I know. I searched multiple sources. I even went to AI to try and find the guy, see if there were any arrest warrants, or if he had been like arrested, or if he was in custody. And as far as I know, he's not. So it looks like he's still at Mel's house in Brooklyn. It's been 14 days since he posted on YouTube or Rumble. Things are not looking too good for this guy. Things are not looking too good for this guy at all. And I don't know how he's living because he's making virtually no money. So let's jump right into what we got, what we know about this guy, and then we'll speculate a little bit later on. Yo. Okay, so this is Styx Hex and Hammer 666's Subscribe Star. Now, he has both a Subscribe Star and a Patreon. This is how much money he's actually making. And keep in mind, Styx Hexenhammer 666 has no monetization on YouTube. And I don't think he has any on Rumble either. Not that it would matter, because, you know, for every penny you make on Rumble, you make $1 on YouTube. So even if he was monetized on Rumble, he'd be making no money. So it's irrelevant. So this is always making, as you can see. Let me blow it up a bit. So, as you can see, Styx is earning a grand total of $364 a month on his Subscribe Star. From what I understand, it used to be over 500 just a few months ago, like about 550, and now he's down to virtually nothing. Now, keep in mind, this guy lives in Brooklyn, New York, with a potato. So everything is more expensive there, especially since Mom Dami came into power, yo. Kami Dami. So, $364 on Subscribe Star for living in New York. Now, okay, $364. Let's take a look at this guy's Patreon. Okay. 344. So 360, 340. He's making $700 a month total. Ooh. Ooh, in New York City? Is that even going to cover his booze tab? I mean, he's got to be drinking what? 1.5 liters? Probably buying those 1.5 liter plastic bottles per day. I mean, just look at the way the guy looks. He looks like a skeleton. I don't think he's eating anything. Oh, well, I mean, he's eating, vodka. That's his meal of choice. So, $700 a month. I mean, will that even pay for food? I guess that's why he looks so thin. Even if he wanted to eat, can't afford food. He's got to be spending at least $700 a month on booze. Whoa! So the mighty have indeed fallen. I don't know how this guy's surviving. I mean, it must be off the charity of the potato and her parents. Oh, this is crazy, man. I mean, how is he? I don't get this. I don't know how he's able to, keep going, especially since he's not monetized. But now let's check out his Twitter. This is his last post, by the way. Okay. Let me see here. August 8th. Yeah, so it's been 9 days since his last Twitter post. Green olives with pimento are terrorism. Yeah. It used to be nothing could keep this guy off of Twitter, and now nothing could get him on Twitter. What's happening here? Have you given up, Styx? But I thought that you don't give up. You don't back down, right? You and Stolas. I don't back down, right? He's got that little, big, giant-headed figurine in the background that says, I don't back down. Apparently you do back down. You've given up. Styx. I know you're going to watch this because you're obsessed with your haters, and as much as you say you don't care, that's actually how much you do care. Dude, you got to get it together, man. You got to get it together. What are you going to do if you don't produce content? Where's the meaning and where's your purpose? You have no purpose, you have no meaning. Look at how bad your life is now, man. You're probably in some kind of drunken stupor at this very moment. All right? I'm sure you are. Half passed out, half awake, nothing going on, sweat your ass off because there's no AC in that laundry room you're living in, or whatever. Storage closet. Sleeping on a blow-up mattress, yo. I mean, dude, what have you got if you don't have content creation? I mean, it could get worse, I guess. You could be, not among the living, but I guess he wants that. You want to not be among the living? Again, I thought you don't give up, man. I thought you don't back down. Dude, you're giving your haters exactly what they want. As much as you might think I'm a hater of yours, I'm not. I'm rooting for you, man. I want you to get your stuff together. I want you to improve your life. Climb back on top. I want a redemption arc, baby. That's never going to happen, though, if you just back down and give up. Dude, what's going on here? It's not good. Not good. So, Spokane Co. fires 14 days ago. 14 days! Dude! 14 days without content. Look at him. Look at this. He's just a shadow of his former self, man. He's a skeleton. What's going on here? Even if we go back like 15 years and look at you with your shirt off, and for some reason you like to film yourself with your shirt off in the past, I don't get it, because you're a skinny scarecrow of a human being. I don't know what's up with that. But dude, you're even thinner now. You're like rail stick anorexic thin. Guy, you're in denial. You are an alcoholic. You're an alcoholic. You need help. As much as you don't believe in God or a higher power, even though you believe in hell, make that make sense. You need to go to something like AA, man. Okay? You need help. You need like to acknowledge some kind of higher power. You don't have to call it a God or anything like that, a deity. Just a higher power. It could be anything. But you've got to acknowledge some kind of higher power to help you, because you can't help yourself, man. You're gone. You're descending fast. When you can't help yourself, you need to at least acknowledge some kind of authority above you and invite it in and ask it to help you. Even if it's just a tool of the mind to help you ascend somewhat and reach a place where, you know, you can have more willpower. Just the belief alone that there's some higher power could help you. Not to mention the fact that really what it's all about is community. Being surrounded by other people who have the same problems that you do. And the fellowship gives you people who understand you. All right? And that helps a lot. A kind of community of people who have the same issues, the same problem that you do. Notice I didn't say problems, because you got other issues, pal, besides the alcoholism. But let's address that first, okay? You need to get to AA or something. And yes, you do need help, because you can't do this alone. How do we know? Your current state of affairs, man. We all know you're in a blackout, drunken stupor, drowning your sorrows, so you can't do it yourself. You won't even acknowledge you have a freaking problem. So you have to join AA or something. If you're too proud, well, then you're going to, depart this world, I think. And his YouTube, similar. It's been 2 weeks. Jeez. Dude, you've been making content for what, 16, 18 years now? And you're going to give up? I mean, that's the last thing that was motivating you to stay at least marginally coherent and partially sober some of the day. Although I don't think you were sober for any of these videos. You just have a very high tolerance now for the booze. That's all that's going on, man. But dude, this is not good. You're not doing anything with your life now. I mean, what are you doing? Just biding time until you croak? I mean, pal, and your social blade. I mean, this is really bad. Views for the last 30 days, 204K. That'd be great, for monetization if your channel was monetized. But you're making like $700 a month, man. What are you doing? Look at this. Last 14 days, 79K views. So people do still care. People are still checking in. They want to see what's happening with you, man. I know you think that most everybody that's watching your videos is a hater, because those seem to be the only comments that you see. But a lot of those people are saying, hey, man, get help. They're praying for you. I don't know why you don't get help, but I mean, look at this graph. Look at this. Look at this downward spiral, dude. It's just going down, down, down into the crapper and getting worse every day. Dude, the more time you spend away from your YouTube channel, the less you are going to be relevant in the algorithm. I mean, maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. I mean, maybe the best thing for this guy is to get away from YouTube for a while. And if he was getting help, like rehab or AA or something, I would say that's a good thing. But I think the reason he's absent from YouTube is because he's drunk out of his mind. As much as he says he doesn't care, he actually cares a heck of a lot. Which is part of the problem. His emotions control him. He doesn't control them, okay? That's why he's constantly having to self-medicate. He has a total, complete lack of self-control. And I mean, look at these numbers, man. I mean, his subscriber count is still dropping. His views are terrible. Look at this. Gee, these are not good, man. I mean, for somebody who hasn't made content in a couple weeks, it's decent, but there's no monetization, so it's irrelevant. Dude, the first thing you got to do is monetize your YouTube channel so you can make some passive income, because you're only getting $700 between your Subscribestar and your Patreon. I don't know why you don't monetize your channel. It wouldn't change your views any. YouTube still algorithmically suppresses a video when you curse. Your views would stay the same. Well, I don't want to feel like I have to censor myself. Dude, you literally have no self-control. You wouldn't be able to if you tried. So just keep making the videos, the content you've been making, and you'll keep getting the same amount of views, and you'll get another $1,000, $1,500 a month in AdSense. I mean, right now, dude, you need the money. You need the money big time. Wow, this is crazy. I don't get it. This guy. And again, look at this. $364 on Subscribestar. $344 on Patreon. So he's making like what? $708 a month? Dude, you can't survive on that. You're drowning yourself in liquor and God knows what else. That ain't cheap. And food in New York City? Well, that assumes he's eating. Which I don't know if he's actually eating anything at this point except vodka. Oh, man. Styx, you got to get help, man. Now, what do I think's going on with Styx? I think he's given up. I think for all his brave talk about never backing down and nobody bothers him and he could care less, I think the exact opposite is true. I think he's gone into a rut. I think he's super depressed. And I just think he is spiraling. That's what I think. Styx, you gotta snap out of it. You have to will yourself to make a choice, to improve your life. Take one step. Go on your phone. Go on your computer. Find the nearest AA meeting. It doesn't mean you have to, it doesn't mean you're acknowledging a God or anything like that. Just some kind of higher power as a mental tool, as it were, to help you. And the biggest help is the other people and you telling your story. The first step is to acknowledge you have a friggin' problem, dude. You got to stop being in denial. You're an alcoholic. You're an alcoholic. You can't drink. You cannot drink. You probably inherited the gene from your father. You said he was an alcoholic too. Well, there you go, buddy. It makes you more susceptible to the sauce. Okay? You must first admit, before anything else, you have a problem. And some people, they can just quit, right? Some people can quit. Some people have that kind of willpower. Some people have that kind of self-discipline where they can just cold turkey it, you know, go through the rough DTs, whatever, and then they're good. That's not you. Dude, you're a super hedonist addict, okay? You self-medicate because you lack the coping skills, which is why you need to go to something like AA, to talk to other people, to learn from other people, to get their insights, to hear their stories, and then try to adapt some of their coping mechanisms, some of their behaviors to yourself. And you have those people to fall back on. You have a sponsor who you can call when things get tough, and you get a hankering for the booze, right? You need support, man. But the first thing you got to do is admit you got a freaking problem. And until you do that, buddy, there's no helping you. And if you want to go to the the hereafter, whatever it might be, there's no saving you. There's no saving you. If you're too proud to admit you have a problem, then you're weak. You're weak. You think you're strong, but you're not. Because a strong man would say, I have a problem. I need help. And all of us need help at some point in time. You know, a couple years ago, I nearly died. I was in a coma for a month. I wake up, my whole world is falling apart. It's all changed. I needed help. I asked for help. And people were willing to help me. And now, back on my feet. And it's a struggle every day. My health is terrible, but I don't give up. But you give up. You've given up. How does that make you strong? No, it doesn't. It makes you weak. My friend, life is hard. Life is pain. It's pain and it's suffering. And until you acknowledge that you have a problem, it's not going to get better. It's just going to get worse. Now, I'm not going to tell you to turn yourself into the authorities or any of that. That's right now, that's beside the point. Right now, what you need is to get clean, get sober, okay? I don't think you have the wherewithal. I don't think you have the discipline. I don't think you have the will to turn yourself in and essentially face the consequences, face the music of your prior bad actions. I don't know that you would survive the, prison environment, the shape you're in now, man. Seems like a subtle breeze that blow you over. You need to get clean. You need to learn some coping skills. You need some fellowship. You need to be around people who have the same issue as you. You need a sponsor. You need help. And you need to acknowledge you have a problem. Until you do that, man, very soon you're going to find out whether or not there actually is a God. I don't think you actually want that. I don't. So you gotta take some accountability, and the first step is admitting you have a problem. And you can't give up. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments section. I checked, I looked. The guy has not been arrested. He's not in custody as far as I know. I just think he's given up. Styx, you can't give up. But let me know what you think, guys, in the comments section. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you like what I do, if you like my content, if you like the based way I tell it like it is, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Comments are good for the algorithm, so leave some of those. If you'd like to support my continued content creation, please leave a super chat if you could. Any amount is greatly appreciated. Also, I have a Patreon in the link, as well as a Cash App ID that you can send donations to directly. I got 100% of those, and it's totally anonymous, so consider checking that out. Also, all my social media is in the description. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Anyhow, on that note, I'm out of here. Styx, you got to get some help. You got to admit you have a problem. Dude, people do care. They do want to see you rebound. They do want to see you get your life back on course. But you got to stop being so proud and stubborn, or you're not very long for this world. Anyhow, I am the Realist Philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. And take care. I mean, dude. Dude needs help, man. I don't know what more I can tell him. I don't know what more I can say. I mean, he needs some positive reinforcement, but, I mean, until he, you're not going to get that positive reinforcement, Styx, until you actually admit you have a problem. Okay? People will be there for him if he acknowledges his issues. Until then, don't expect a pat on the back or anything nice to be said about you, man. It's just reality, dude. All right. Not too many comments, unfortunately. Bookwormatic went shopping, got out of the dragon cave, gonna slowly wean myself off SSRIs. Well, that's good. Bookwormatic, he needs rehab. Well, he needs something. Mia Dolph, any news on Styx? Oh, I just covered it, so. Bob Lewis, how long has this channel not been monetized? 16 years? 16 years? He never monetized it, man. John T9, I was hesitant to believe Styx, but maybe he really was dying from mental illness. No, he's not. The illness is alcoholism, man. Willow Valdez. I never thought we'd miss the drifty, drunken landlubber of a fake pirate of a crybaby. Phil Yuri, we're all human, prone to weakness and moments of strength. I don't want him to pass. Yeah, Phil Yuri. Maybe he took the Kool-Aid inoculate. I don't think so. He's still alive. Michael Barras. Maybe they can remake Leaving Las Vegas, call it Leaving Vermont. Ha 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 ha. Dude, he's still floating around, okay? He just needs some motivation, man. Hopefully this video will give him some. I'm sure he checks my channel on the regular. But who knows? We can only hope. We can only hope that he sees my words and is motivated to do something about his life. The funny thing is, he's shown up in my chat a good half dozen times, unsuccessfully trying to pawn himself off as somebody else. I mean, his attitude, his way of speaking is so obvious. You know when it's him. And he thinks I'm his enemy. He comes in here, he comes into my chat, you know, he BS talks, he S talks me. I said, why? I'm trying to help you, man. It's called tough love, man. All you've got in your whole life is enabling, i.e. soft, pampering love. That's not what you need. He doesn't get that. He doesn't get that. People are trying to help him, and he's crapping on them. It's got to stop, Styx. It's got to stop. Got to get some help. I don't know. This guy, I mean, I still hold out hope. He's not a dumb guy. He's just in severe denial. I mean, I don't know what it's gonna take to knock him out of that denial. I mean, getting arrested and put in jail for 6 months might do it, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So I can only give him a stern talking to, tell him the truth, and that people actually do care. I hope he does the right thing. I don't think he will, but you know, you got to try regardless, right? You got to try. All right. I think we're going to move on to our next story. Yeah, let me close these old tabs out. Oh, Melanie Mac. Oh, God. This broad. But this is some pretty funny stuff, so this should be some comedic relief since we covered that serious stuff on Styx. You know, I don't know what he's thinking. He thinks life's supposed to be easy. Dude! We're on a blue marble, flying through space at tens of thousands of miles an hour. I mean, any moment, humanity could end. Comet could hit us. Meteorite could hit us. Relatively small meteorite compared to the size of the Earth itself. I mean, life itself is tenuous and chaotic and dangerous. Very dangerous. And harsh and painful. The whole problem is he's been trying to go through his whole life and not experience any hardship and pain. That's your mistake, Styx. And now it's caught up with you. And now you're going to have to experience a lot of hardship and a lot of pain. Because your avoidance of it is cumulative. Now you're going to have to face it at 10 times what you would have if you had learned these lessons and lived your life differently earlier on. That's reality too. And it'll build strength. It'll build character. But you got to start now, buddy, or you ain't long for this world, pal. All right. Looks like that's it for the comments. Bookworm addict, he'll end up in a pauper's grave. I don't know. I don't know, man. I hope not. All right, guys. I'm going to do a quick sound check here. I learned my lesson from that one live stream where I did a whole segment with no sound. So give me a sec. You're going to hear Melanie Mac's annoying voice. Just deal with it.
Did you know the Bible actually has a diet? It tells you what to eat, what not to eat, what's good for you, what's not good for you.
Wow. This brought to dope. Just deal with it.
Did you know the Bible actually has a diet? It tells you what to eat, what not to eat, what's good for you, what's not good for you.
Wow. It needs to be a little louder. Okay. It's a good thing I did a check. Turn it up a little bit. Okay, let's try that again. Please be patient. I'm trying to make sure the volume matches my mic. Give you the best quality segment.
Did you know the Bible actually has a diet? It tells you what to eat, what not to eat, what's good for you.
Yeah, whatever, sweetheart. You're dope. What's a dope? Just deal with it.
Diet. It tells you what to eat, what not to eat, what's good for you, what's...
Give you the best quality segment.
Did you know the Bible actually has...
Perfect. We're good to go. All right, screen capture on. Segment on. Okay, dopey broad visible. Let's do this. So hello all and welcome to Decide the Realist Philosopher. And this is the Realist Philosopher Show. So how y'all doing today? Hope you're all doing good, fine, and well. So we're back with Melanie Mac, who is Lolcow Maxine. She is bound and determined to become a Lolcow in her own right. Not just tangential to Jeremy Hambley. She wants to have her own statue in the Lolcow Hall of Fame. She's doing a good job. She's very slowly but surely reaching that point. So in this video, we have one of the dumber videos I've seen from her, which means it's going to be comedy gold, I'm sure. Where she's telling us about by the way, she's made a channel. It's hilarious. I think what it was called originally was Butter Maxine or something. I don't know. The channel had the name Butter in it. And then Fat Man and Little Coke Boy made fun of her, and she changed it to Melanie Macros. Still a terrible name. Where she's trying to give us diet advice. This is the broad that Butter Max is. Yeah. All right, sweetheart. Let's hear it.
Did you know the Bible actually has a diet? It tells you what to eat, what not to eat, what's good for you, what's not good for you. It exists. Now before...
Right, but that's like 2,000 years ago, right? They didn't know very much about, the best diet back then.
Before I dive into this, I'm not going to get on to anybody or say that you're sinning if you eat something that is on the unclean list, because I don't believe that's true.
So you don't believe the Bible? She's one of these cherry-picking Christians. Gotcha.
We're saved by grace, not by what we eat or what we don't eat. However, I do believe...
Aren't we saved by what the Bible says saves us? No! It's inconvenient.
I believe that the Bible set parameters on what's ideal to eat and what's healthier to eat versus what's not as healthy to eat. And what can even be bad for you to eat. So I think it was fun for me to do this for a year. And honestly, I'm still kind
She did the Bible diet for a year? Why is this the first we're hearing about this?
of mostly doing it now. I wouldn't even say kind of. I'm still doing it now for the most part. So let me go ahead and dive in and just talk about it. Now, if you want to do your own research on this, you can look at Leviticus chapter 11, which...
Clean versus unclean. It's broken up into land, water, air, and insects. I ain't eating no insects, man.
Really details everything specifically, so you don't have to take my word for it. But God did tell the Israelites, hey, this is the clean food that you may eat, and here is the unclean food.
Christians are the new little ... hat people now. The Jew, they're not, Israelites are not the chosen anymore, so I don't care what they eat.
Food that is forbidden. Now, at the time during ceremonial law, and when God was there amongst the Israelites, and they were in his presence, there were some...
Why do I care what the Israelites ate? They're not Christians, okay? They don't believe Jesus was, a prophet, yeah? So what do I care?
Very, very, very strict
They're not the chosen no more.
rules, okay? Very strict rules. I mean, if they had pooped, they had to bury it, right? And if somebody had a skin disease, they...
Yeah, that's good. It's hygienic. Yeah, that makes sense.
couldn't go to the tabernacle, all this stuff. So there
You mean like a leper? Well, yeah.
were a lot of strict rules because God is perfect, God is holy, and if they were to
If he's perfect and holy, then why are you ignoring some of his rules?
show up there at the tabernacle unclean, they would die, right? So I'm not saying absolutely everything doesn't mean, like I said, you're not sinning if you eat an unclean animal, but...
Really? But the Bible says you are. Right?
God God forbade these from the Israelites when they
Of course, this list is totally spurious. I wouldn't pay attention to it again. It's this isn't this for the Israelites, not for Christians. I don't know.
were in his presence, because these are unclean. God didn't make these for consumption, even though we do consume them at times, but that is their intended purpose. These
Really?
are for our consumption and safe for our consumption. And what's amazing, and then
Cow, sheep, goat, deer, anything that chews cud and has fully split hooves. Unclean camel, rabbit. Rabbits are unclean? Rock, hyrax, pig. Pig? But I love me some bacon.
this really proves a lot of the Bible. One of the many, many things that does is because we've learned later down the road. This was before we had all of the scientific findings that we do now. And the science holds true with these lists. Very interesting. But anyway, let me go ahead and dive in. So
Not interesting at all, but continue.
here we have the clean animals, okay? These are animals that chew cud and have split hooves. So it's not or. It's not if an animal chews cud but it doesn't have split hooves, then it's still unclean. Or if it has split hooves but it doesn't chew cud, it's still unclean. So here are the clean animals examples. We have cow, sheep, goat, and deer. And then on the unclean, we have camel, rabbit, and that rock hyrax, I don't know what that is, and a pig. People don't like pig because bacon is good. And I know bacon is delicious, but it's on there. So
I wouldn't listen to this list, yo.
I did, and then we have fish, like fish, fins, and scales, right? All of these, lack of fins and scales, or scales, unclean.
No lobster? No shrimp? Or crab? Get out of here. This list is bunk.
Birds, you've got most non-predatory birds.
Chicken? Chicken's good. Doves? Oh, I remember one time when I was a kid, we had doves all over our backyard. My father would sit in the backyard with his shotgun and just blow them away, and then he would cook them up on the. Oh man, it was great. It was great. Barbecued dove. Oh, it's good stuff, man.
And then
You ain't never had nothing as good as barbecued dove breast.
you've got birds of prey that are scavengers, and there's a very specific list on that. Okay, and same with insects and creeping.
Don't eat owls. Yeah, I don't eat owls. Hawk, bat, yeah, of course. Ravens? I wouldn't eat a raven. They're too smart. They have the intelligence of like a 6 or 7 year old. I wouldn't eat them. There's lots of evidence that they have a low level of sentience. They're highly intelligent. I wouldn't eat them.
Things, okay. And then you have these unclean ones, right? So I did.
Who the hell's eating locusts? Well, Nikki, Styx's ex, likes locusts and grasshoppers. She wants to eat the bugs and be happy, but not me. Most other insects, lizards, mice, rats. Rat's not an insect. I mean, I wouldn't eat a rat, but, unless I was really hungry.
So I did this when I was like really neck deep in the carnivore diet. So I did not only this, but I did the carnivore version, which meant I ate no plants. I was just doing animal-based products. And
yeah, that's what I do. I've been on the carnivore diet for 3 years, and I got to tell you, I haven't been sick in 3 years. I mean, except for my near-death experience, but that was from a sepsis infection that turned into shock and put me in a coma. But that's, beside the point. I haven't been sick in years thanks to the carnivore diet. No flu, no cold, no nothing.
And I was doing the biblical,
which is very common, by the way, for people who switch to the carnivore diet. They either never get sick again, or any sickness they do have is extremely mild.
Biblically clean foods. And honestly, I felt amazing when I did that.
Well, then why don't you keep doing it? Why'd you stop?
Granted, I would say out of that year, there were a few times.
You only did it for a year, you weakling.
Where I would say.
By the way, I think Jared gave up on the keto diet.
Just a small handful. Like, probably I could count on one hand how many times I slipped up. One time by accident. But it's just like, oh, here's a beef jerky, and didn't know that had pork in it, for example. But yeah, for the most part, and I felt great. I felt
beef jerky with pork?
Fantastic. And then when I ate pork again after that for the first time, I had some pork rinds, and I felt nauseous. It actually took a bit for me to be comfortable eating pork again, or
I love pork rinds. What are you talking about? Once a week, I buy a couple like small bags, and I gorge on them. That's my one vice. Pork rinds, baby.
any sort of these scavenger animals. So, but it's funny because then, you know, I even made a video talking about getting off of carnivore diet, all that. Because I mean, the Bible doesn't say to do carnivore, right? It doesn't say you can't do carnivore, but the Bible doesn't specifically say to do carnivore. The Bible talks about eating honey and how that's good for you. The Bible
Yeah, don't eat honey. Sugar.
talks about bread and
Don't eat bread. Bad for you.
fruit and so
Yeah, stay away from fruit. Fruit's bad for you, in my opinion.
on and so forth. So
I haven't had fruit in 3 years. I feel great. I feel fine. No issues.
the Bible doesn't particularly advocate for a, you know, a plant-based or carnivore diet either. That's
Yeah, but you ignore the stuff that you don't like, so what's it matter?
like, hey, you know, here's a balance of things, which I just real.
Yeah, your balance is wrong. The food pyramid is wrong. It's all wrong. Balance nonsense. What do you mean balance? Eating foods with inflammatories in them that cause your joints to hurt, that cause you problems and health issues, like plants.
This fish has hooves. Just don't pay attention to the pictures. So anyway, I felt great.
What a dopey broad.
And ever since I did that years ago, I've mostly carried that over. You know, I got to a point where I was like, look, I'm not going to make myself never eat anything off the unclean list, but consciously, I'm going to like mostly not. And that did carry over because
Well, I'm not eating snake. Who's eating snakes? I mean, I would. Sounds interesting. But who the hell's eating mice and rats, yo?
even now, I'd say the times I
Maybe some Indians? I don't know.
slip up, it's usually seafood because I love shrimp. And I also like oysters, smoked oysters specifically. But the smoked oyster prices are just stupid. I want to say I saw like,
I thought you're rich.
how much?
I thought you were set for life, honey. You should be able to afford that stuff, right?
Like $8 a can or something. Maybe I'm exaggerating. I don't remember. But I was like, what? That just seems stupid. Like, why is that? It's like, nah, I don't need it that much. So even now, I'm not doing carnivore, and I'm not claiming that my nutrition is like the peak of health, because like I made that video talking about carnivore and how I have adjusted things, and I have my little protein treats and stuff now, and I don't do strict carnivore anymore. I allow myself Quest chips, and on weekends even I will eat biscuits and gravy. Like, I don't even care, because when I got super focused on everything having to be just only animal-based products and all that, like I said in my video, that just it was too much. I'm trying to live a little right now. So again, I'm not claiming my nutrition is absolutely perfect, and a lot of people
Live a little, yeah.
don't like the processed stuff that I do eat, and that's fine. They don't have to like it. But this has been a nice balance for me. I have been enjoying it. But yeah, so now I still don't like to eat a lot of plants, not gonna lie. I'm eating a little avocado now, but for the most part I am eating like very little in the plant department.
What you gotta understand about plants is plants don't want to be eaten, okay? They have inflammatories in them. Okay? They're good for animals with 4 stomachs, like 4-chambered stomachs. Not so good for people, right? It's very bad for you. Don't eat vegetables or fruits, okay? In my opinion. I don't. I feel great. Well, no, I feel like crap, but that's only because I nearly died and every organ system in my body was damaged by sepsis. But, you know, it's not the diet.
But yeah, I still mostly do the clean foods on my day-to-day. Chicken.
I don't eat chicken. Not enough fat.
I eat a lot of
My diet is like 75% fat or more, and the rest is protein.
chicken lately. Chicken, avocado, cottage cheese, and
Cottage cheese? What's lactose? Lactose is carbohydrates. No, thank you.
Quest chips, protein bars. I know.
Protein bars have tons of sugar. It's like a candy bar. They're like candy bars.
But in terms of like, yeah, I haven't had bacon in a long time.
She's eating like tons of Fifth Avenue. They're virtually the same thing. You just slap protein on it.
My husband likes bacon, so I make it for him.
Husband, get out of here. You mean you're his beard? Yeah. Husband, give me a break.
Whatever he wants, but I don't really eat.
What do you think's up with that marriage? Think it was just one of convenience. Hey, I like you. I think I could live with you. You know. As long as you can muff the proverbial ... muff occasionally, I'll be happy. Yeah.
Much of it anymore, hardly. And I haven't had shrimp in a long time. So honestly, I haven't had any unclean foods in a while, which is fine. But I feel good. And that's the thing is I do feel like the Bible is actually really true on this stuff. Because
but you ignore some of it. If it's so true, why don't you follow it to the letter?
When I do go ahead and have some bacon, or I do go ahead and have some...
I have bacon every day. 2-3 slices, baby.
Shrimp or something. I don't...
And I save most of the fat as well. And I have that with, like, my salmon. All right.
No, I just feel kind of ick. I just feel kind of a little bit ick. So I don't think they're ideal. But I also am not going to give anybody a hard time for eating any of these things. But I thought it was interesting. And as somebody who loves Jesus and loves his word.
Loves Jesus, yeah, okay.
Very much. This is something.
All those tats you got on you, yeah.
That I found fascinating, and I wanted to share my experience.
The immodest way that you dress and present yourself to the world, yeah. You're not too Christian, honey.
With you guys, and I'm curious to know if any of you have also tried any of this and what you've found. I noticed from carnivore communities, a lot of people did end up cutting out pork, and they noticed improvement in doing so. So
why would you? Actually, pork fat, bacon fat is very, very close to olive oil. Has a lot of the same types of fat in it. So I mean, it's actually quite good for you. I don't know what she's talking about.
I think that's interesting, and I think that God was definitely, God in his word, he definitely knew what he was talking about in terms of ideal. Now, the way that we prep foods now.
God's a he? Okay. I wouldn't think he had a gender, but all right.
Down and cook it, like, because back then, especially with the way that they eat.
Well, we are supposed to be made in his image, so wouldn't he be both, though? I don't know. Wouldn't he be just pure spirit? I mean, is there a biological aspect to God?
Pork was definitely not it. Like, they weren't cooking at high enough temperatures to kill, like, parasites and all kinds of stuff in it now.
Yeah, I nuke it, baby. 3 strips of bacon, minute 25 seconds, flip it over, another minute 25.
Or then, well, which they still exist now. But, I mean, these are scavenger animals. They eat crap, and you are what you eat in a lot of ways. And I have experienced with my nutrition, you are what you eat. It changes the whole way you think. That's why some people got mad at my video about Ariana Grande and the way she's eating. And I was like, well, she's eating mostly plants, so she's going to be in this. She's going to be more prone to having an eating disorder versus somebody who eats a whole bunch of meat, because you're
going to be more prone to autoimmune disorders, inflammation, gut issues.
You think a lot like, you are what you eat in a lot of ways. And they didn't. They were like, what do you mean? No. And of course, I'm not saying only vegans have an eating disorder. I'm not saying only people who don't eat animal proteins. I mean,
well, I mean, if you eat carbohydrates, you're more likely to have eating disorders, especially if they're processed foods, okay? With like, corn syrup in them. Corn syrup turns off the satiation part of your brain, okay? So you're just going to eat more. You eat the corn syrup, and then essentially your appetite doesn't get turned off, okay? So, yeah.
But I'm just...
Plus your blood sugar, right? I mean, carbohydrates are just sugar. So your blood sugar spikes and then drops very quickly. When you're on a carnivore diet, not so much. It stays steady and even, Steven, throughout the day.
Saying, I've noticed within myself huge changes in my mentality and my...
Too bad Jane had huge changes in your IQ, sweetheart.
goals, my fitness goals, and the way that I think about myself and all of these things, the way I carry myself when I eat more animal proteins. Well, I mean, good animal proteins. It's like, yeah, I want to lift weights. I want to be healthy and strong.
I mean, I'll give it to her. She looks good for a 40-year-old broad, but,
and I'm happier. I'm less depressed. I haven't had
Why are you depressed at all? You gotta make the shade, honey, right?
a depression episode since I've been back on track from eating healthier foods and been at the gym and all that stuff. So, yeah. So if somebody's eating a bunch of like, if you're eating a bunch of junk, or if you're eating like, I imagine too, if you're just eating like a scavenger all the time, like that's
I mean, honey, you're eating protein bars. They're candy bars.
probably going to affect you. Just like if you're eating like a bunny and you're only eating grass all the time, that's going to affect you and your mindset and your mentality. So,
Yeah, you can starve to death eating just rabbit. They have virtually no fat on them.
I think this is fascinating. And I think
Fascinating. I don't know about that.
eating the way that God told the Israelites to eat is actually really healthy.
Israelites, they're not the chosen people. Christians are the chosen people. New covenant. Give it a rest. Don't eat like the little dot hat people eat. Okay? I want to follow their rules.
Healthy and good and honestly perfect. Actually,
Perfect. If it's perfect, then why are you ignoring a bunch of these rules?
perfect. So there you have it for my experiences and my opinions. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'll catch you next time.
I think you're an airhead. Okay? I think you know what you're talking about. I'm not going to take any of your diet advice, okay? I've been on a carnivore diet for 3 years. And before I got ill, I felt the best I'd ever felt my entire life. Granted, I have an autoimmune disorder, so there's that. So that's part of the reason I have to be on a carnivore diet. But yeah, don't do this mixed crap that she's doing, in my opinion. Go all out, or cut all vegetables out of your diet, or don't even bother. But anyway, I don't advocate for her advice, but let me know what you think about the Bible diet. Of course, I agree with some of it. I wouldn't eat a rat or a spider. I'm not eating any locusts either, though. But anyhow, there you go. There's the latest profundities from Melanie Mack. She's such a genius. So let me know what you think of this latest great work from Mel Mack that has gotten 648 views in like 2 weeks. Wow, Mel. A whole 648 views. Boy, oh boy. I'll tell you what. When your stint with the quartering ends, I'm sure you're going to be able to support yourself just based off of AdSense revenue from YouTube with 648 views on a video. Oh, yeah. I hope your hubby's making a lot of money doing his furry costumes or whatever else he does. Probably ain't much. But anyhow, let me know what you think of Melanie Mack in the comment section. And please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. Hit that notification bell to be notified of any future content I create. And if you'd like to support my continued content creation, at the very least, share this video on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you'd like to support me directly, give me a super chat, donate a super chat. Any amount's greatly appreciated. Follow my Patreon to be a monthly supporter, or join my YouTube channel, different tiers of support. Hit that join button below the video. All right, leave a comment. It's good for the algorithm. Anyway, on that note, I'm out of here. I am the Realist Philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. Take care. What a dope. She's a dope Bible diet. The hell out of here. I'm already kind of on that diet, honestly. I mean, minus, not eating bacon. I'm not giving up bacon. You forget that. Bacon's too tasty, honey. No way. I don't know why the pig gets such a bad rap, man. Bacon's good. I like me some bacon. But, Anyway, give me a sec. Oh, Vifus is in the room for a 9.99 super chat. Thank you very much, Vifus. That is so appreciated. I need the help. Woo! Oh boy, do I ever. All right. He says no Styx, no peace. Dude, we already did Styx. You missed it. That was the first segment we did. We're gonna do more though. Don't worry. Any news on Styx? Yeah, we already did. We have another Styx segment that'll be coming up later. Let me see. Okay. Bookworm Addict says, I remember what my granddad once said. There was a terrible thirst on both sides of the family. Same with Styx. Bookworm Addict, he'll end up in a pauper's grave. John, T9. What are the chances that Nikki and Styx both lose a front tooth? Incredible, really. Yeah, it's interesting. It's almost as if they were made for each other, and that's what the universe is trying to tell them. Willow Valdez. Maybe he was sleeping. Maybe he was sleepwalking the plank. Zeo Monkey. She's also one of the most ignorant when it comes to Christianity. Melanie Mack, that is. Supposedly she forgot that we live by faith, not by works. It's for the little, hatter people. Yeah. But she wants for every Christian because she's ignorant. What Bible university did she go to? Dude, I don't think she went to any university. Okay. Phil Yuri. There. Oh. Pfft. Phil Yuri. Steel Monkey. She's a clown. Anyone talking? She's a clown. Yeah. Pork rinds rule. Thank you, Bob Lewis. You're correct. I love the. I eat the red pepper. I think I eat the spicy red pepper, and I like the and the pepper ones, and the barbecue ones are good too. I'm not so wild about the ones that have no flavoring on them though. Phil Yuri, she needs to reread the Bible. We can't follow the law. Is she nuts? Zeo Monkey, growing up, I was told eels are not to be eaten. Then tried a smoked eel in 2006 and loved it ever since. Same with kangaroo and rabbit. Yeah, I don't know. Bob Lewis, never understood those who fall all over themselves for kale. Ugh. Yeah, how you eat kale? It's disgusting. Phil Yuri's kangaroo delicious. I've never had kangaroo, man. I don't know. I'm sure you could get it if you like in Australia or something. I think they farm it, maybe. Or maybe not in Australia. I don't know. I think it's a protected animal there. Big Bad Steven, don't eat crab or shrimp or you're evil. It says so in the old book, so it must be true. I think that's for just the little, hatter people. Yeah. Zeo Monkey, she's Christian Maxing. No, I don't think so. Phil Yuri, she might be a plant, as it were. Zeo Monkey, Big Bad Steven, my brother-in-law a couple years back became allergic to prawn. I don't eat prawn. I've had prawn. It's good. Okie Farmer, as a Christian, the way I look at the old Levitical dietary laws are their basic food safety back then. Yeah. Zeo Monkey breaks out in hives if he eats prawns. Okay. Zeo Monkey, Mel Max sounds like a Muslim. I mean, they did steal from the Old Testament after all. Yeah, that is true. And they actually believed that Jesus was a prophet, unlike the little, beanie wearing people. Yeah. Phil Yuri, corn syrup sucks. Tastes good though. Monkey, Bob Lewis, same. Hate that crap. Raw sugar only for my coffee. Serbian capybara. Yeah, I did. He's not dead yet. As far as I know. I checked the obituaries. As far as I know, he's still kicking. I mean, as far as I know. I didn't find any obituaries for him. Serbian capybara Styx may actually be dead or in a hospital. Well, maybe. He could be in a hospital. I don't know. Phil Yuri, I hope he's okay. Zero Monkey's leaving. Oh, that's unfortunate. I need as many viewers as I can get. Serbian capybara, I'm late. Who's Melanie Mack? That's the quartering sidekick. She appears on Jeremy Hambley's show twice a week. Gets paid $500 a pop to, laugh at his, non-humor. Yeah. Zero Monkey. Now I want to go cook some bacon. And eggs. Yes, I love eggs. Indeed. She's there to muddy the waters. Yeah. Well, I don't think she's capable of doing anything else. She's a total fake. Fake Christian. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna move on to Jeremy Hambley next. We got to do some quartering, okay? I know people are tired of him, but what do you want? Oh, this is actually kind of funny. He reacts to the Andrew Wilson debate and Alex Jones's take. It's kind of funny, actually. Let me do a quick sound check.
Get this thing of the Muslim story. Let's see.
Okay. Give me a sec here.
As a diet.
Oh, I gotta fast forward. Actually, let me do a quick sound. Yeah, sorry, I know, dead air. I'm checking the sound for my next bit, my next segment. No, Zeo Monkey, that's not how my show works. I do clips. Give me a sec here.
As a diet.
No, I'm not leaving. If I say that's just the end of a bit. I do individual segments, and each segment I start with an introduction and a end. So, yeah. Let me do a quick sound. Yeah, sorry, I know, dead air. I'm checking the sound. Give me a sec here. I accidentally turned off my live stream feed. Well, I paused it, and so.
Let's see here. Let's see here.
Okay. So, yeah. Let me do a quick sound. Yeah, sorry, I know, dead air. All right, it's good enough. Yeah, the way the show works, I do segments, and I start the segment with an introduction, and then I end it with a closing. But that's not me ending the show. It's just the individual segments, and I chop them up and use them as clips later, as standalone videos. So when I do that, a lot of people get confused by that, maybe. All right, it's taking too long to do the sound check. Too much lag, so I'll just jump right in. Screen capture on. Infinity Me check. Sound sounds good. Check. And I'm on it. All right. Good to go. So hello all and welcome. It is I, the Realist Philosopher, and this is the Realist Philosopher Show. So we're back with some Jeremy Hambley, because what show is not complete without some dunking of the quartering? So from the Kino Grow, I can't catch a break. The quartering spins the Alex thing into a segment. Of course, he's got nothing else to talk about. It's clear he's looping out about it. He starts to backpedal and play dumb about why Alex Jones is mad at him. Didn't he make fun of Alex Jones's kid? Didn't he, insult, ridicule Alex Jones's son? Yeah, that might have something to do with it, Jer, why I don't like you. Jer claims real Alex Jones was unbanned on X due to his appeal to Elon Musk. Oh, God. The ego on this guy. Dude, Elon Musk must know you exist. He don't know who you are, okay? He goes on to say that he doesn't think Elon's a free speech trailblazer. Jared guarantees real Alex Jones never had millions of live viewers. Oh, wow. So he's cope maxing. Yeah, big time. Can't handle somebody being bigger than him. All right, let's hear it, Jer.
Get this thing of the Muslim story.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see here.
Wow, his sound is very loud. Dude, don't you prep? He does no show prep. This is crazy. I do more show prep than this guy. He just starts his live stream and then he does all his show prep while he's streaming.
Let's see here.
Lazy
Let's
bugger.
see here.
Look at this.
I can't catch a break, guys.
Yeah, maybe if you prepped for your shows, man. Look at this.
I can't catch a break.
Oh, yeah. It's just bad luck. Yeah.
I can't catch a break, guys. Oh, Alex.
Hang
Let's see. We get
Lazy.
that one.
Lazy.
I got a story about a mass shooter, but now I got to deal with Alex Jones being mad at me.
Oh, is he?
Let's see.
Didn't you badmouth him as well?
Let's see.
This guy. I don't know.
Let's see. If you're watching on the homepage, please do click on through. Well, we're not on the homepage anymore, so never mind. All right.
There we go. God, he's so disorganized.
Let's see here.
Was that like the 10th time he said that?
Alex Jones has issued me a $10,000 challenge. I haven't seen the video yet. I'm unaware of what it's about. Apparently, he's joining the masses of lots of other people are big mad at the quartering. I don't know.
I would take the money, pal. You need it. Didn't you just lose $5,000? Didn't you give Andrew Wilson $5,000? You imbecile.
Why? I mean, I keep getting told my channel's dying and I'm irrelevant and my opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah, your channel is dying, dude. You get like $2,000 a month, maybe, in AdSense. Yeah.
Yet people are extremely mad at me, and I don't know why.
What does that have to do with your channel being popular or unpopular? They're mad at you because you keep flagging people, dude. That's why.
Let me be very clear.
They're not mutually exclusive. They can both be true at the same time. People can be mad at you, and your channel can be dying, okay?
I've got nothing but love for Alex Jones.
Do you?
I'm not mad at Alex. I think Alex has done incredible work in his life. And I think he's, in general, a good guy. Does he get everything right? No. But do I? No.
He gets way more right than you, that's for sure. Of course, he actually steps down on a ledge. He takes chances. He takes risks. He has actual opinions that differ from the mainstream milquetoast wagoneering club that you belong to.
I am the one, lest ye forget, who convinced Elon Musk himself to unban Alex.
Really? You're taking credit for that? Show of hands if you think the quartering had anything to do with Elon Musk unbanning Alex Jones from Twitter. Oh, excuse me, X.
Do you guys remember that? That was me.
No, it wasn't.
That was
Prove it. Prove it. Show me the evidence, pal. Yeah. You don't need evidence, but, for your belief, but Candace needs evidence for all the things she believes, even though they're not claims. They're just her opinions. Okay, buddy.
my tweet that Elon Musk responded to and unbanned Alex Jones. That's how much of a fan of Alex I am.
What that, dude? That's a fallacy. Well, it happened beforehand, so that means I must be responsible. Yeah, okay, pal.
Last night, Alex went on X to make some claims that he was, under attack, essentially. That he...
The dude has been under attack for years, man.
His viewership had dropped massively on X. I responded to that. And apparently he's mad at me. And I guess I'm going on a show tomorrow at noon to defend my position.
He can't pass up 10 grand. I don't think it's going to go well for you, pal. Alex is much more talented than you. He's going to tear you a new a-hole.
Because I guess the quartering is kind of a big deal. I guess.
Why do you think you're a big deal? I mean, you're a big joke. You're infamous. That's not a good thing. This is all cope. Look at this fake look on his face, man. This is cope.
My opinions matter.
No, they don't. Okay? No, they really don't.
He tweeted this out and said, Red alert, live shows on X see 90% reduction in viewers after change in algorithm. Are we witnessing mass censorship or a huge bug in the system? Alex Jones fires the bat signal at Elon Musk. This is the video I was responding to last night. I'm not going to play the whole thing because I can't do a 20-minute video on this. Because apparently I need to prepare for some sort of debate.
Yeah, he can't debate, by the way. We saw his so-called debate with Alex Jones's son, right? Where he just said, I'm not a serious person. You shouldn't listen to me. I would agree with that.
Elon Musk is the free speech trailblazer.
Ooh. Alex Jones looks like he lost a lot of weight. Good for him.
Not just in America, but worldwide.
I disagree.
So with a huge...
Didn't you call him the free speech trailblazer yourself? Now you disagree? Why? Because he didn't put you in charge of X? Remember when this goofball Jer sent a tweet to Elon Musk? Elon, make me the CEO of Twitter. I got 2 million subs. I got 20 years of online marketing experience. I'm huge. I can do the job. No, you can't.
Censorship we've seen in the last 48 hours. I don't believe he's behind it. That's why I'm firing the bat signal right now at Elon Musk to find out what the hell's going on X and to correct this problem.
By the way, a 90% drop in 48 hours? Yeah, that's not normal. That's not organic, yo. Generally speaking, something's wrong.
We're counting on you, Elon.
Okay, now, I have not seen any trending data to support this.
Dude, you're the laziest human being on planet Earth. I guarantee you have not looked at any of the data. What content do you post on Twitter? Okay, you don't stream on Twitter. You don't do spaces on Twitter. So how would you know?
But I have not seen Alex Jones's internal streaming information, and
Yeah, have you looked? No. So shut up.
as I am accepting his debate, I would ask that he send that to me. Alex, I'm asking you.
Why would he lie about that? Why would he say his views are down 90% in 48 hours? Do you think everybody is a craven opportunist like you who, says, my channel's under attack, and then asks for money? Do you think everybody's like you, pal? Is as inauthentic as you?
To send me the data that shows the 90% drop in your live streams. Let's start there, okay? I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just saying I need to see the data too for our debate.
Any way you slice it, there is massive
You don't seem too concerned about data, pal.
censorship happening on X right now. Whether it's intentional or by accident, the effect is a wet blanket across the board.
Now, I will say, and you tell me if it's differently in the comments.
Oh, he's popping us in. How many of these does he do? Has anybody actually counted, watched one of his live streams and counted how many zins this guy pops? I think it's a lot.
Comments. I see every single Alex Jones post. I saw this one, which is why I responded to it.
Uh-huh.
Every time Alex Jones is live, I see the notification, but I can only speak to me.
Starting Friday afternoon,
Yeah, but you only tweet on Twitter, man. You don't post videos or do live streams on Twitter.
change their rules and algorithm. They claim to allow external links, not penalize people. Great, but that's not what this is. It is taking us from hundreds of thousands or millions of live viewers to a couple thousand.
Okay. Maybe I should. I don't know how hard I want to go on Alex. Okay. Okay. I love you, Alex.
Do you?
I think you've done incredible work.
But
But I will guarantee you, you do not have millions of live viewers on your X live streams.
Oh, really? How do you know that? Where's your evidence? No evidence. He just makes claims. Yeah. So you're like no better than Candace? I mean, actually, you're worse because right now you're making a claim without any evidence to support it. But hey, it's okay when you do it, right, buddy? Yeah. Big giant hypocrite.
I will guarantee you,
Oh, you guarantee. That definitely sounds like a positive claim to me.
you never had millions of live viewers.
Never? Dude, where you been? This guy used to be humongous. What are you talking about?
On your live stream. Now, if you thought those numbers were real, and then they
I love the jealousy, the envy. Wow. Well, I'm so talented, but I've never had anywhere near those kind of numbers, so there's no way Alex ever did. Yeah. Cope some more, pal.
adjusted the analytics
See, Alex is actually talented, unlike you.
for maybe bot traffic or something like that.
Oh, bot traffic. Really? This is like the thief that thinks everybody else is a thief, right? He's the botter that thinks everybody else must be botting if they're getting good numbers. Yeah. Self-report, baby.
Not, but you never had millions of live viewers on X. It's
Evidence. Show it to me. I want to see it. Show me, Jarrett. That's a positive claim. Where's your evidence? Show us the evidence.
It's not possible.
What do you mean it's not possible? Based on
Most
what?
people-
What is that based on? That's just your opinion that you're presenting as fact. You have no evidence for that. What do you mean not possible? Not possible for you. That's for sure.
People that are flooding us with private messages and emails say they can't even click on it and see the feed, and they can't share it. So whatever's going on,
I have not experienced that. If you've experienced that, please let me know.
Dude, you don't live stream on Twitter? You don't post your videos on Twitter. All you do is crash out when it's Miller time, okay? And then you delete the posts. That is the full summation of your participation on Twitter. So how would you know?
is devastating for organic reach from organic humans that are actually putting out original content. Up here,
Which is not the quartering.
Sunday night doing a live show.
So this is what he says. Now,
I heard what he said. I don't need you to translate, buddy.
I believe X has changed their algorithm,
Oh, have they?
and it is entirely possible that it specifically affected Alex. I don't know that. That's why.
Then why are you commenting at all? Why are you making guaranteed positive claims stating their fact when you don't know? I'm calling you out just like you call out Candace Owen, who is just really stating her opinion. But you're stating facts as if they're facts. You're worse. Well, of course he is.
I need the data. Okay, so if he sends me the data, that's point one. Everybody knows that X does not show viewers, they simply show impressions. And this particular short video he put out already has 528,000 impressions.
That must really, really rankle you, buddy. You've never had anywhere near that number of impressions.
So I'm not sure I'm seeing a drop in your numbers.
What were they before? You don't know. By the way, I would expect Alex to have access to more in-depth, detailed, behind-the-scenes information than you do. He's got a lot more resources to call upon, okay?
Okay, so
maybe he knows something you don't. So maybe you should talk to him and get the data before you make claims of a factual nature.
here's what I responded. Maybe the Pakistani bots are asleep.
Oh, so you're mocking him. You're mocking him. Oh, there you go. So you're accusing him of botting. You're accusing him of botting. Great. Any evidence? No. So see, with somebody who has actual integrity and isn't a big fat liar, that's an insult, okay? So you insulted him. Great. I don't know why he's angry with me.
Alex, as a daily viewer, I have personally tuned out since you've been on this, Candace Owens nonsense.
Ah, right. So you've suddenly become a pro little ... beanie wearing people. Got it. Oh, it's nonsense, is it? Really? You don't think us sending money to that little country over there is a form of money laundering? We give it to them. They send it to our politicians through various interesting routes. APAC doesn't have to register as a foreign donor organization, but somehow, no. They have no influence, right? No influence at all. Oh, he's talking to Charlie Kirk. Oh, so he's agreeing with Candace and her opinions, right? So you, of course, have to, be now anti-Alex for some reason. You're essentially scrambling to maintain what little relevance you have. Got it, by trying to interject yourself into this situation like you tried to do by giving Andrew Wilson $5,000. How'd that work out for you? Didn't work out so well. It didn't work. Now you're just 5K poor.
I'll tune back in when you come back to your senses.
Right, you insulted him, you mocked him, you minimized his opinions. You essentially said that he was speaking nonsense. Great, wow.
He says it's a sudden and dramatic change across X. I haven't noticed it, but I'm just one account.
Again, you don't post videos, you don't live stream on Twitter. All you do is crash out when you get hammered. So I don't know how you would have any firsthand information on this. But anyhow, there you go. So the quartering has decided to make himself an enemy of Alex Jones for some reason. I think we know why. He's scrambling for relevance, and he wants to remain in the spotlight. He was hoping with that tweet to get Alex's attention so that Alex would have him on. Great. I hope he makes a complete and total fool out of Jer. I don't think this is going to save Jer's channel, save his career. I don't think that anything will at this point, not even his garbage coffee that is not on the shelves of Walmart, as he said it would be by now. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section. Is Jer still relevant? Do people actually care what he has to say? Or are they just watching to dunk on him and troll him and make fun of him? And they couldn't care less what his opinions actually are. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. Hit that notification bell to be notified of any future content that I might create. Also, if you like and appreciate the raw-based way I tell it like it is, please leave a super chat. Any amount would be greatly appreciated. I could really use your help. I'm going to need it to be able to keep this channel going. There's numerous ways you can support me, either directly with a super chat, my Patreon, link in the description. You can also follow my YouTube via the join button there. There's numerous tiers that you can subscribe to support me on a monthly basis. But anyway, leave a comment. It's good for the algo. And I'm out of here. I am the Realist Philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. And take care. Yeah, I'm not actually out of here, guys. That's just how I end segments. Let me get to your comments, if any. Oh, right. Go back to single capture. Hooah! I do get to comments. I just don't address comments while I'm doing a segment, while I'm doing commentary. Philly Geary onto the quarter pounder. Bob Lewis. Maybe Hamley just wants a kid because doesn't Tim Pool have one? He ain't having no kids. His wife's 43 years old. There ain't no kids popping out of her. Are you kidding? I mean, even with the in vitro stuff, she's too old. Her eggs are... Dude, even if she had kids, they're going to be like, you know, Quasimodo, Down syndrome, something, subpar IQ. You're going to be having kids at that age. I mean, if she had frozen her eggs maybe 10, 15 years ago, okay, I can see the possibility. Using some of them younger eggs, maybe. But now? You don't want to see what kids coming from 43-year-old eggs look like, man. Zeo Monkey. Channel attack, Maxine. Phil Yuri. Maybe. Hard to say what you had in mind by helping. Yeah. Zeo Monkey. He's only the butt of the joke. He adds no value apart from that. He's just there to be laughed at. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Jared thinks... I don't know why he's conflating... Alex Jones wanted to talk to him with him being relevant. You just called the guy a liar? An embracer of nonsense? Of course he wants to talk to you, pal. What are you talking about? This guy. And he conflates that with, like, him being relevant. Give me a break. All right, we've got some Styx, actually. I decided to go back and look at some of his older videos, and I found where Stolas came from. This should be interesting. By the way, I had to go back 16 years. By the way, this is painful, man. So what I had to do, I went to his oldest videos, and then I just started going forward year by year until I came across, finally, and it took forever. Like I said, I do more show prep than chair. I finally came across the first mention of the Demon Owl Stolas. And Stolas is a big part of Styx's persona, so I think it'll be very interesting. Give me a sec. Gotta chew my gum a little more and park it. Okay, good to go. Let me drink some electrolytes and then I'll be ready. Oh, baby! I'm recharged! Round 3. And check. All right, let's talk about this lump of a human. Good Lord. So hello all and welcome. It is I, the Realist Philosopher, and this is the Realist Philosopher Show. So how y'all doing today? I hope you're all doing good, fine, and well. We are here with Boogie2988, and he is with this guy. So a few years back, this guy, I don't remember his name, he made a documentary on Boogie, and now he's returned to Boogie's channel to promote some new documentary he's made and to kind of catch up with Boogie as well. I don't usually talk about or cover this guy, even though he's like an OG Lolcow and one of the most hated people on YouTube. However, I skipped through this video and I saw some lies, some more dissembling, and he actually acts normal here and is honest about, you know, some of his lies, but he continues to lie. I thought it was interesting, so let's, mainly because he kind of does a recap of where his life's gone, where it's been, what he's been doing, and he doesn't act like a complete and total fool for performance sake. So let's hear what he has to say.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at your lives again through the power of the internet. And here,
Does he have a chipped tooth? His front tooth is chipped. He's Styx maxing. What's with all these people with these chipped front teeth, missing front teeth?
it is 3 years later, almost 3 years.
Yeah.
And I'm back with the man, the myth, Mike Klum.
Actually, the whole documentary, The Dark Side Life of Boogie 298, was really a financial film. While there were other themes, it was rooted in finance. And so we're now 3 years later.
Yeah.
Let's break down the finances today. Where are things at then compared to now?
Well, I still need about that 7K and 8K nest egg.
Okay. For Diablo
A month?
4 and
Well, I mean,
you got to buy it.
I do buy a lot more video games now. I'm not going to lie. Diablo 4 came out. I had to buy it. Final Fantasy 16 came out. I had to buy it.
Why do you have to buy it now? You don't post videos on your YouTube channel hardly ever, and it doesn't look like any of them are gaming videos.
My mate podcast network pays me, well, the best month we ever had was $23,000.
So that goes 23,000 was your best month. What's your average month right now from your podcasting?
12.5.
So 12 and a
What? I thought the Keemstar was paying him like $5,000 a month or something. Or 50 grand a year. What does he get, like a profit share? Wait. Lolcow Live is making him 12.5 grand a month? I've seen the views for that thing. They're garbage. How is he making 12.5 off that? What are the donos? Are the donations? Who's donating to that garbage? They've got that copper cab guy, bunch of untalented losers on there. How is that making him 12,000 a month?
half thousand. So you basically, from the time of the documentary, you 6x'd. Like your average.
Oh, easy. That documentary really started getting me into prioritizing things in my life. So I
Okay.
did start saving money.
Yep. How much do you have saved now? You did the famous bank balance.
$2,758.
Can you right now we had not planned this. Let's see the bank.
Well, it's not great.
So here it is. We've got a 1-year CD with 1,000 in it. We've got 9,000 in checking.
That's
And then
it?
you have this loan, the 117,000. I imagine that's your house mortgage.
Yeah.
And then you have a $67 on your credit card. Still to this
How does he only have 9K in savings? Making 12,000 a month. Dude, he looks like he's lost a lot of weight too. What's he spending his money on? Oh, right, he's got the young girlfriend now. Oh boy.
day, they're saying, at least in their bank net worth, is a negative 107,000. To be fair, that this is not fully accurate. Your net worth is not a negative 107,000. So how much have you paid into this house? How much house equity do you have?
My original loan was 280. We're down to 111. So whatever that is.
Do you still have any crypto?
No.
So you got rid of all the crypto.
Had
'Cause
to,
at the time
because
you
I
had...
went to 0.
Okay, so right now it looks like 289,000 is your net worth, which based on what we calculated last time, you're in a much better financial. So that's the net worth.
How'd you come to that? Is he talking about the value of the house currently? So he's house rich but cash poor?
Let's talk about all the things that you...
I still don't know how he's making 12.5 grand on that Lolcow Live. Go check it out. Nobody's watching that thing. Where's all that money coming from? The show is garbage.
You were lying to me about.
Mom, can my boyfriend join the base?
No way. Why not? He's only level 4, a total loser. I'm level 5 now.
Do you have a mutant generator?
Not yet. I've been saving supplies.
Useless.
You don't even have power, and you want...
You tell CoffeeZilla that you have this incurable cancer while in the midst of scamming your fans.
Today I confronted Boogie2988 on a crypto pump and dump he did.
So hold on. By then, I knew.
Wait, we gotta back up.
Yeah.
You scammed your fans.
So by then, I knew that I didn't have it.
Of course.
But I
Dude, you knew all along you didn't have cancer. What are you talking about?
kept up the lie for 2 years, so it had become part of my mental lore.
But the reason CoffeeZilla was interviewing you
Mental lore?
because you scammed your fans.
I launched a crypto coin that nobody bought called Fatty Coin.
Yeah, but
It was a meme coin.
let's just be honest with what that is. That's called a...
It's a meme coin.
Yeah, but what's a meme coin?
It is a trading opportunity for
Somebody bought it, didn't they? Didn't he rug pull it or something?
people to waste their money
Why
on.
don't we just come to grips with reality here? This is a moment we could both.
You can say it. I would be
on your
liable.
own
I would
channel.
be liable. You
Let's
can
say on
say
your
it.
own channel. Let's just say this: I scammed my fans. This is okay. It's a therapy. It's getting out the truth.
I would be
ran a scam.
liable. I would be liable.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just speak on his behalf.
Mhm.
He ran a scam on his fans, masqueraded as
A crypto
fucking
coin.
crypto meme coin,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck that even means. So, anyways, you ran a meme coin to your fans, and while you're in the conversation with CoffeeZilla, you decide to use some emotional
manipulation. Yes, sir.
I hope you get better with your sickness, and
Yeah, it's cancer, man. People don't generally get better. But I appreciate that. Thank you.
okay.
Destiny's reacting to
You're calling me to task, so I'm gonna pretend to have cancer.
this interview, and something in Destiny's head, which Destiny is a pretty good investigator. I'll give it
Very
to him
good.
because
No, he's not. What's he good at? Talking fast? Taking Adderall? Allegedly, in my opinion.
would have never picked up on this,
Mhm.
and he just latched on to this complaint that doesn't make any sense because
You think it's Adderall or meth? I don't know.
I think that what Destiny's view would be nobody that has cancer talks about it like that, right?
You are faking your cancer diagnosis, Boogie.
And so you pulled out all the stuff.
Oh, look at Boogie. He ain't too comfortable. He's not too comfortable now.
Right? You didn't just go down. You didn't.
Oh, it became meme history. I hate being alive. I want to
Yes.
die. I pulled out a knife at one point.
Yes.
Dude, yeah, you didn't want to die. You were just playing on people's sympathy to get them to ignore all of your lying and your scamming, in my opinion.
I did it all.
You also did this very stupid defense where you were like, well, that's the last part of my that's the last thing I have private, and I've given you guys everything else. I'm not giving you my medical records, which doesn't make any fucking sense because if you
I remember that, like, people were like offering him money, like to show his medical records, and he wouldn't show them. Yeah.
like, why of all things would you keep that private, even though in my documentary you talk about your whole, so
Because he was lying about having cancer. Duh.
it's just you were just making up any last thing you could.
Yeah,
to
anything to keep from being the guy that faked cancer on the internet.
It's true. And also, I would say, to be fair to you,
Is that tattooed on his hand? Did he tattoo liar? Or is that drawn on?
your lies are ineffective, right?
They were never good.
They were never.
I was never a good liar.
Gained you anything? Like no one really had sympathy for you when you made up.
How does he have that messed up tooth and he's got money? He can afford to go to a dentist and get that tooth fixed. But he doesn't.
That you had cancer. So it was just like you're a guy that has cancer and everyone hates that guy in addition to him having cancer. So it was just almost like all the much more pathetic.
Well, they still hate him. So how's he making 12.5 grand a month off that garbage podcast, yo? I don't get it.
I had a doctor tell me that I had it.
Yeah.
I Googled it. I thought I had it. I found out. I rushed to the internet.
Wait. No doctor told you had it. Come on. I guarantee you this guy never thought he had cancer, in my opinion. I don't believe for a second that any doctor told him he had cancer. I don't believe for a second that he ever believed he had cancer. He made all that up. He's still not going to come clean. He's still not going to be honest 100%. Pathological liar this guy is. He needs to maintain some form of control in his mind. Oh, so a doctor told me. Initially, I thought I actually had it. Yeah, lies.
Internet.
In my opinion.
To try to get people like Moist Critical and Jackson Clark off my ass for doing the little e-begging video that I did. And I saw this is the perfect opportunity.
So you thought that Moist Critical would say, hey, you know what?
Let's leave the guy alone.
This guy is an e-beggar. He has thrown away his whole fan base. He's shooting guns in the air. He's just a kind of complete internet delinquent. Oh, but he has cancer.
Let's
leave him alone. Let's just put, if you would have not got caught,
I'd still be lying about it today.
You would still be lying about
it.
The most.
I hate these advertisements. They've gotten longer too. A lot of them you can't click off until 10 seconds. Ugh. So annoying. There we go. Okay, we can click off.
Actually want to play? That's
in my head, I am shocked that you guys are still together.
She has a very low self-esteem, mental health problems. She's got that weird arm tat. Very strange chick.
My assessment was this was a deeply mentally ill girl, okay?
I mean, you're not wrong there. We're both
deeply mentally ill. And had just sort of like attached to you in this
face looks like melted candle wax. Yo!
Kind of super unsustainable way that this was going to implode. You were going to like, you know, love bomb him.
She's got a very long, sallow face. Strange looking chick. She's still well above what he should be able to pull, yo. Must be the money. He's pulling in 12.5 grand a month now. Yeah.
And then you would get attached. You're going to switch up because you have no idea. You're a young woman that has no idea what you're doing, getting involved with this, you know, old man that is just kind of this delinquent internet guy.
Isn't he like 51 or 52?
And this was just going to implode. You're going to be heartbroken. You're going to go find some new person that's,
what is she, like 23 now?
You know, closer to your age or just some other older guy or whatever.
Right.
And
that's going to happen, I'm sure, at some point.
This was just going to be a clusterfuck.
Once she gets a little more mature, that actually happens and realizes she has actual value on the sexual marketplace. Yeah, she's going to be gone.
And so when we filmed the documentary, I'm like, oh, this is not going to age well. You know, we'll put this out. And then, you know,
she don't look too comfortable, by the way.
The cancer faking, the scam, all these things have happened in Lolcow, and you guys are still together. And it seems like it's not much different than it was from, you guys are still kind of doing well.
I think we're doing really closer by a lot. We got engaged in, July of last year.
I will say that, you know, as much as I need to stay objective in my filmmaking, I will say I'm proud of you guys, and you guys should be very proud of yourselves because.
For what? These are two deeply dysfunctional human beings. What's there to be proud of?
Because you're two unique people that have a lot going on in your brains, and you made it work. One thing that you have lost weight.
I'm 322 pounds today.
He's lighter than Jeremy? He weighs less than the quartering? What? Oh my God.
This was 587. So that
his fattest was 587. Now he's 323. Must Be a lot of loose skin, man.
That's 260 pounds.
How much weight have you lost since this scene right here?
About 100 pounds. And the loose skin has only gotten worse. Look at this. Look at this.
I don't want to see it.
Dude, that's still fat. That's still fat, okay?
But I do have to ask, how's the meat sack doing today?
Bigger, longer.
Really?
Less, emptier, but bigger because it droops now. More. It's more. I'll be glad to show it to you, Mike.
No, he has no shame, this guy. Is that why he's successful? He has literally no shame. Is that what it is? Oh, my God.
I think this is enough meat sack for the rest of my life.
And I said the N-word. There's no magic power to it.
So say it.
Oh, no, I'm not going to say it on camera where it could hurt somebody.
So,
hurt who?
Talk to me about, it's 2026, this was 2023.
That's probably wise. Somebody would try to unalive him. Or get him convicted of disorderly conduct, yeah.
What's your take on the N-word today? Is the N-word just a word?
So I have said it online now since this documentary.
Really?
Yeah.
In what context did you say the N-word?
I launched I was trying to help a friend with like a crypto project.
Oh, again with the crypto. Oh, jeez.
It was called Blackcoin. And the whole concept was you buy some, you could get the N-word pass.
Yeah.
So I went on a podcast with him and he gave me the black pass and I said it.
How is he still alive? How is he still alive after saying that online? I would think some upset person of a particular ethnic group would have unalived him by now, yo. Yeah.
Was he, okay. What did you say?
Not going to say it again.
Really? I thought it was just a word.
Yeah, so words do have context and meaning, and context is important.
Words have meaning. Yeah, good to know, buddy.
Right?
Really?
In the context that I used it in, I meant no harm. I wasn't pointing my finger and saying, you are the N-word, right?
Yeah.
I was just saying like, hey, what's up? You my N-word, right? With a soft A, right?
Yeah.
He's my friend. The internet taught me a very important lesson, that words have meaning. And
you didn't know that words have meaning before you got on the internet? Really?
That meaning is not up to me to define.
Sure.
To me, the N-word is just, bleh, it's just mouth movements, right? I don't assign anything to it. But with the history of slavery and oppression,
he's a lefty, yeah.
In this country, that word has.
Dude, give it a rest with the slavery talk, man. Please. Whitey ended slavery, all right? We ended it.
Meaning to every other human being, and I probably shouldn't fucking say it.
Wow. Well, I'm glad that you learned that.
I'm so tired of this original sin of slavery. Whitey's been a slave. There have been slaves throughout history. Every society, every culture in the world has practiced slavery. Every society, every culture, every ethnic group has been a slave, okay? Spare us your total complete lack of understanding and knowledge of history. Boogie. This guy's a goofball. Oh, my God.
We're doing the interview and you impromptu pull out your medical diagnosis to sort of make a point.
Yeah.
You were going
to Sympathy Farm.
Try to explain to me all the things that are wrong. Little did you know that actually, while reading this off, you had leaked that you didn't have cancer, right?
Polycythemia was not in my portal at the time, so I didn't read it off. The reason I was doing the sleep study was because of the polycythemia.
Got it. So you did read all your medical diagnosis.
Yes, but it had been
you didn't include polycythemia. You forgot.
Literally not on the list.
You
and
forgot.
Didn't think.
Ain't no doctor told me I had cancer, okay? He saw polycythemia or something, and, he jumped to his own conclusions, all right? But you never had cancer. No doctor told you you had cancer, buddy, in my opinion. I don't think so. Never happened, in my opinion.
To add it.
Because you you forgot that you had lied about having it.
Yeah.
And when you were reading your diagnosis, you didn't include it.
And this was the beginning of my self-awareness with you, right? And so I'm like, I can.
Does anybody think this guy is any more self-aware than he was 3 years ago when he did this documentary? I don't think so.
Invalidate the entire documentary if I keep going through with this lie. So I'm just going to leave it the fuck out of it.
Is there any other major, illnesses you're lying about? Like, is there any other big lies you just want to get ahead of?
Let me get out. Yeah.
Would he admit it if there were?
Yeah, let me get out of this out into the world, okay? I'm in actually pretty good health. I'm probably going to be here for a long ass time.
I thought you said you were going to be gone very soon, and you couldn't wait for it. You were looking forward to it, right? Sounds like Styx.
And I'm in relatively good health. What do you think I might have lied about?
Dude, you're still like 330 pounds, so you're not in good health, okay? You're in denial is what it is.
Well, listen, I would have not guessed you were lying about cancer. I mean...
That was true. I did lie.
You could be lying about... I don't know. You could be lying about how much... Listen, anything's on the table. I have a new film coming out, actually in a few days from now, called The Sick Mind of EDP 445.
I've heard about this. I haven't watched it. Maybe I will. People have been telling me I need to watch it, and it's real good. I don't know.
Basically, if you were a fan of the Boogie documentary, and you like sort of YouTube culture and inside look of YouTubers, and you'll love The Sick Mind of EDP 445. Jake is, when you watch the upcoming documentary, The Sick Mind of EDP 445, Jake was, because of his success on the Dark Side Life of Boogie 298 shoot, he was then brought onto the EDP shoot. And so all of the close-up angles for EDP was shot by Jake.
How interesting, but I don't care. So there you go. Boogie 2988. He has not changed at all, except that he's lost some weight. Good for him. He needs to lose a lot more. Do I think he will? I don't know. Do I think he'll get that tooth fixed? I don't know. Do I think he'll get a skin removal surgery done at some point? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, this guy hasn't changed any. I'm not surprised. He's still a grifter, working on another crypto coin. Oh, lovely. Probably another rug pull, no doubt. I'm not surprised he would be involved in something like that still. Somebody explain to me how the hell the Lolcow Live podcast is making this dude $12.5K a month. Where's the money coming from? It's not coming from AdSense. I've seen the views. I mean, there might be in the low thousands, but it's going to be less than the Quarteran's making. Might be a couple grand a month. Where's this money coming from? It's got to be donos, right? Super chats? I can't imagine that there's people super chatting that much money. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't watch it. I can't imagine anybody else watching it, but I guess there's a huge following for this kind of garbage. Whatever. But anyway, I don't know if I believe that, by the way, since he's only got like $9,000 in his checking account. I'm going to think if this guy was making $12.5 a month, he'd have more than that. Well, no. He's very irresponsible and bad with money, and he still buys a bunch of tchotchke crap. So maybe he is making that much, and is just blowing it on garbage, DoorDash, Uber Eats, more memorabilia crap. He's got shelves and shelves of it. But anyway, there you go. So guy hasn't changed. Got $9,000 in the bank total. Even though he's making all this money. Has no retirement fund. Still owes over $100,000 on his house. Good luck, pal. You're going to need it. I don't know how much longer that Lolcow Live is going to be making that kind of bank. I don't think it's going to be all that much longer. But anyway, let me know what you think. Does Boogie look like a new, better man? No, he's thinner. That's it. He still, to me, seems like a liar and scammer, in my opinion. But let me know what you think in the comment section. And please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let me know if you think he's as big a Lolcow as Jeremy Hambley in the comment section. Please do leave a comment. It's good for the algorithm. Also, if you'd like to support my continued content creation, well, do leave a super chat. Any amount is greatly appreciated. I could use your support. You can also follow my Patreon, link in the description. It's a monthly support. Through that, you can also join my YouTube channel as a monthly supporting member by hitting the join button below the video. Anyway, on that note, I'm out of here. I am the Realist Philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. And take care. Yeah, I just wanted to revisit this guy because he's such a well-known big lolcow. I don't really know if he's still considered such. I mean, he does do a live stream called Lolcow Live. So, I mean, still seems like a lolcow to me. But there doesn't seem to be that much interest in this guy anymore. So I really don't know how he's actually still getting views, still making money. Chappy Chap, use Brave. You won't have any ads anymore. Yeah, but I'll still have ads, man. Well, no, yeah, but if you use like an ad blocker on YouTube, they'll mess with your computer's processor. Like they'll speed it up to penalize you for using ad blocker. Go look it up. It's true. All right, we're going to segue into another Jeremy Hambley segment. Okay? If you don't like that, well, too bad. Oh, my ass is starting to hurt here. God, I forgot my cushion. Let me see here. Ooh. All right. Let me, yep. Oh, there we go. Ooh, that's much better. It's memory foam, so it's a lot more comfortable. Oh, it also changes my height a little bit, so I might have to adjust the camera. No, it's good. All right. All right, let's move on. Got to get through this. Oh, God, Jeremy. Chair. All right, screen capture. Oh, I need some more electrolytes. And a little water to chase it. All right, I'm good to go. Screen capture, check. Infinity me, check. Oh, that's small. I need to blow that up. So hello all and welcome. It is I, the Realist Philosopher. And this is the Realist Philosopher Show. So how y'all doing today? Hope you're all doing good, fine, and well. So we're back with the quartering, and he's crashing out because Alex Jones thinks that Candace Owens won her debate with Andrew Wilson, which wasn't a debate. It was just an interrogation, right? It was just like a deposition. She wasn't allowed to ask questions. You got people online. Well, Candace said 13,000 words, and Andrew only said like 7,000. Yeah, she wasn't allowed to ask questions. She was being interrogated. So, of course, she did most of the talking. But anyway, from the Kino Grow, I don't want to do this, guys. The quartering in real time is regretting picking a fight with Alex Jones. Yeah, why would you I don't get this guy. Dude, Alex Jones is a gazillion times bigger than you, man. His platform is many, many times yours. Why would you pick a fight with this guy? I mean, if it wasn't bad enough that you went after his son a while back, now you're going after him? Dude, his audience is conservative. That's a lot of crossover. Why are you going after this guy? You're already hated and extremely unpopular. Going after Alex, you're just compounding the problems you already have. Alex is now part of the Club Jer, according to Jer. I can probably pull up 100 videos on let's see here. He ends up asking his chat for help researching his debate. Right, he's going to debate Alex Jones, who's paying him $10K. I think Jer would do it for free, so But anyway, I think he will avoid it like he did the Rex Jones news a few weeks ago. I just wanted to play poker. Of course, I thought all his time was doing customer service for CBC. Yeah, that's such a hard job.
Watch it then, but once I got off.
All right, let's full screen this baby.
Watch it then, but once I got off air, I watched it. And she slaughtered him. Absolutely slaughtered him.
Look at Jer! He's losing it! No, Alex, no! Don't say that! I paid $5,000 so I could hear you say she got slaughtered. He hates Candace, by the way, because she's much better at grifting than he is. And she's so big and so popular, and he doesn't get it. He doesn't see the appeal. You know, he's very envious of Candace. Yeah.
Now, I've seen Wilson before.
I don't want to do this, guys.
My son, I saw him on Rogan, was familiar with him, and I've seen his tactics. A lot of his appeal to emotions. He just acts confident. That's what he does. And a lot of times he's debating a topic where he's on the right side, so he wins the debate because he's in the right. But she just...
That's a good point. That's a good point. It's much easier to win when you are right, of course. You know, you got to have logic, reason, the ability to argue to a certain extent, although a lot of Andrew, what he does, he just talks over... Just talks. He uses a lot of Destiny-type tactics, and he does appeal to emotion a lot, and he curses a lot, and he insults a lot. And a lot of it, in regards to who thinks he won, a lot of it's about optics, as it were.
Destroyed him. And I'm going to...
He's really not a good debater. I know people think he is, but they don't understand how debate works, right?
Post right here with this same post here at Rolling Shows on X, the most defining moment where he got annihilated.
Look at Jerry. He's checking his pulse. Do you imagine? He paid $5,000 to see Candace Owens get destroyed, and she didn't really get destroyed. And now he's flipping out. He's having heart palpitations. Checking his pulse. He's saying Candace won. Oh my God. Oh my God. And his heart's pounding away. He's sitting there doing nothing. It's like 150 beats per minute. Probably that all the time.
She said.
So he's supporting Candace Owens, who's supporting the Jews, whose position is the Jews killed Charlie Kirk. I win. Game over.
Why? How do you win? What are you talking about? Where's your evidence that that's not the case?
I really just wanted to play poker tonight.
He just wanted to play poker. I wanted to gamble away some more of my ever-diminishing savings. Yeah. Bet you did, buddy.
I really just want to play poker.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You think he's a gambling addict, in addition to being a food addict and alcoholic and pillhead? Of course, the professional that he is, he's scrolling on his phone. Yeah. By the way, I don't think that your debate is going to go so well with Daddy as it did with the son. The father is a much better orator than you. His rhetorical skills are much better, and he's way smarter than you. And he's much older and experienced, much more experienced. So you're going to lose, pal. You got to come out looking like a fool. I wonder if he's going to pull the, well, I'm not a serious person, so, you know.
I mean, I could probably pull up 100 videos of, let's see here.
Yeah, Kenny? He's not prepared. He does no show prep at all.
Candace Owens live debate review. He took a pro Candace Owens opinion here.
So what? So? By the way, I love how he's allowed to have opinions. Like, I have this opinion that I win because, I'm obviously 100% correct. I have no evidence. Just like I accuse Candace of having no evidence for her views, her opinions. But, it's okay when I do it because I'm on the side of the right. I'm on the side of the most popular view, opinion on the matter, right? Yeah. See, more people believe me and my view than hers. Yeah, ad populum fallacy. Yeah. Dead air. Is it paused?
And we're not really talking about. I mean, if you support Candace Owens' opinions, then you support that Israel killed Charlie Kirk.
I think she believes they had a hand. So, okay. I can't believe that. He believes that. I'm not allowed to believe that. Where's your evidence that they didn't? Aren't you claiming they didn't? How do you know they didn't? Got to be careful making those claims without evidence, buddy. Or just giving an opinion. Oh, but when she gives an opinion, it's a claim. But when you give an opinion, it's a fact. Oh, I see. And it's true. But her opinions, no.
That's not a leap. Candace Owens absolutely destroyed Andrew Wilson.
I don't know about that, but I don't think he did very well. He wasn't allowed to curse, but he did still talk over her constantly. Looks like you can't find hundreds of videos. Where are the hundreds of videos, pal?
I really want to get yelled at for an hour by Alex. I like Alex.
Yeah, you want that 10 grand so you can gamble it away, buddy. You got to invest in those new bags with the UPC codes, right? Do you think he'll show up? Will he even show up and debate Alex? I don't know. He certainly needs the exposure, as bad as his channel is doing now. Dead air. Jeez. Dead air. Chair. Dead air.
I used to watch Jimmy Dore till he started with the Candace thing too. Me too.
Oh, yeah. If you agree with Candace, you got to be wrong.
He wasn't saying he agreed with Candace, just that she won the debate. So Alex,
in my mind, it's the same thing. Yeah, okay.
Has never promoted Candace Owens' conspiracy theories. I disagree with that.
But you can't show us any examples. How do you disagree with that? You said you could show hundreds of videos, and you just tried to show one, and you couldn't. I'm not saying he never has, but I haven't done the research, and neither have you.
I'd be pretty sure that. I'm pretty sure that he has shared her videos and implied that she's correct.
Oh, implied. Oh, okay. Oh, so you've inferred from something that you can't remember or name or present us with? Mm-hmm. So you got nothing. Made it up! Doing Andrew Wilson. You just made it up, buddy! Yeah. But you see, he's allowed to make stuff up. Yeah.
That's what my opinion is.
Oh, it's an opinion now. Oh, but you just said guaranteed. Now it's an opinion. Interesting how that works, buddy. Meanwhile, you're worse than Candace. She never said I guarantee. Oh, wow, this guy.
Does anybody disagree with that? Am I crazy?
Yeah, I disagree with you. You just said it was a fact, and then you just relabeled it, backtracked, and said it was an opinion. So, yeah. You're talking out of both sides of your mouth, pal.
For those of you that want me to do the debate, can I ask you for a little research help?
Loser! But Chair, I thought you do all your own show prep. And you spend 16 hours a day working your butt off, man. You're supposed to be a pro at this. You can't do your own research? Really? Wow, I'm so surprised.
Can you find and post any links to where he's promoting Candace Owens' theories?
Please don't. Don't help this guy, okay? Make him work for his money for once.
Because I'm pretty sure, go with your instincts in the discussion, Jeremy. With Candace, I'm discussing with Jones. I honestly...
That would be a bad idea. He'll get slaughtered even worse. his instincts would have put him where he is now. Well, that and Miller time.
Feel sorry for him. That would lead me to two very interactions. Yeah. No, mods, don't delete. I know he's tweeted them out on X. If you guys could help me find them.
What? You obviously don't know. Oh, God.
What I'll do is I'll call him ahead of time. I'll call him in a little bit.
You think he'll answer?
And I'll tell him I'm happy to go on the show, but I'm not going to debate a position I don't hold. I never said he said Jews killed Candace or Charlie Kirk. I said.
You just said it at this. Didn't he say that he had said that at the start of this video? Didn't he say that that was what Alex was saying? Where are we here? Hold on a sec here. 358. Let's go back and then I'll fast forward again. But let's see. I could swear he said that. So I'll go back to 358, but I want to
watch it then. But once I got off air, I watched it. And she slaughtered him. Absolutely slaughtered him. Now, I've seen Wilson before.
I don't want to do this, guys.
My son, I saw him on Rogan, was familiar with him. And I've seen his tactics. A lot of us appeal to emotions. He just acts confident. That's what he does. And a lot of times he's debating a topic where he's on the right side, so he wins the debate because he's in the right. But she destroyed him. And I'm going to post right here with this same post here at Rollock Shows on X, the most defining moment where he got annihilated. She said,
so he's supporting Candace Owens, who's supporting the Jews, whose position is the Jews killed Charlie Kirk.
So that's you saying that he supports the claim that the little ... beanie wearing people got rid of Charlie. So, okay, got it, buddy. So you just said it. And now you're saying you didn't say it. Wow. It's so interesting how dishonest this guy is. So very interesting.
Though anything around that topic gets massively botted, which it does.
Yes, I know. I found out recently, among other things.
I will probably still go hard.
Oh, yeah, because you're a match for Alex Jones. Oh, ho, ho.
I'm going to go hard. If you guys help me search up the links, I'll go hard.
Yeah. Don't help him.
If he's willing to have a discussion about it, I think Alex said the Egyptian planes was stupid conspiracy, but he's tacitly promoting the other conspiracy she spews. Yes, I agree.
Where? Where? I mean, show it to me. I mean, that's your interpretation, but that's not what I see.
The debate was Tyler did versus Patsy. Andrew provided positive evidence. Canada provided nothing. Andrew
didn't provide positive evidence. What did Andrew? In what sense? I mean, positive evidence from the state, or do you, but when I say he didn't provide positive evidence, I'm saying I didn't see any positive evidence that we don't already have from the state. I didn't see any new positive evidence. He said he had some new evidence, but he wouldn't present it. Said he was going to drip it out on his show. Hasn't done so yet. Maybe he will. But by the way, the evidence I did see from the state was highly open to interpretation. There was nothing definitive there. I mean, so even the fingerprints, I was like, okay, it was his gun, right? Yeah, so I just saw some recent evidence where, there was no possible way that the shooter that was seen on video, the person on the roof who we can't identify as Tyler Robinson, it couldn't have been him. Because the roof has a lip, and the video had the shooter 10 to 15 feet away from the edge of the roof, which would have made shooting from there impossible because there's a lip several inches high on the edge of the roof. So the shooter would have actually had to been at the edge with their rifle barrel on and over the edge, which would have been super visible. There's a lot of questionable stuff. What I find leads me to believe Jer is biased and maybe, possibly, paid off speculatively in favor of the little ... beanie wearing people is the evidence for his side is really, in my opinion, no more definitive than, I mean, it's just his interpretation of evidence, and then you have Candace's interpretation. And honestly, I don't really see very much that is tipping the scale in his favor, other than the fact that, oh, well, this is the state. And the state says it's true. Well, we all trust the state, right? Oh, yeah.
one. Yes, of course. I'll go hard if you can get me like 3 or 4 links of him supporting Candace Owens' theories.
Well, but her theories are really just her opinions, based on the same facts that have led Andrew to believe with not even certainty. What did he say? 75% certainty? He says, I'm absolutely certain. How certain? 75%. Well, that's not absolutely, man. Absolutely certain to be 100%. You're 75%. Oh, okay.
Now I'll watch the videos and see if he, you know, I think that he is trying to get into that position.
This is just all speculation. Dude, where's your evidence?
And I think that the general...
He's spitting out another Zin. Good Lord. They got 9 milligrams of nicotine each. This guy's sucking them down like a Hoover.
Kind of feeling around Candace Owens is that is her main position, is that Jews killed Charlie Kirk.
So now he has a feeling. You can't prove that either. Now we've gone from him claiming that Alex has this position to, oh, now it's my opinion that he has that. And I'm sure that he said that, even though I have no evidence that he said any of that. Can you out there, my audience, help me find examples of where he said that? I love the way how it's okay for him to make these unsupported, unsubstantiated claims, right? But Candace can't have an opinion. So interesting.
So if he is promoting her, then
he's promoting that view. You mean opinion? The opinion that Candace has? Yeah, okay. All right.
Then he is promoting that idea.
Oh, okay.
I'm only talking about me. I tuned out when he started down that road, when he turned on Trump.
Because I am 100% certain that he's wrong. But not really. This guy's so mealy-mouthed, man.
I don't think it's an X algorithm thing.
Turned on Trump. Trump's doing a bad job, so, you know. By the way, what do you mean turned on? Calling out what Trump promised to do but didn't do?
First asked him if he's okay off camera. I think he's fine. I think he's just trying to stir up drama. He knows there's a large...
Dude, you're the one stirring up drama, okay? You're the one that posted your tweet, being critical of him, attacking him. You attacked and criticized his son, insulted his son. Then you went after him, insulted him, called his integrity into question, said he was botting his own channel. Dude, let's be honest. You're the one trying to stir up drama because the Quartering channel is more or less dead. You're not getting enough money. You're not getting enough views.
Contingent of people that dislike me. And he's farming.
I wonder why they dislike you, buddy.
Those views.
Yeah.
And
yeah, he's a smart businessman, unlike you.
Guess I'll just go hard. I think I have to go hard. If I go hard.
You're not capable. He's going to wipe the floor with you, buddy. You schmuck.
If you want to go hard for debate, pop some Viagra. I don't know about debating with a boner. That's probably, you know, you do admit that Jews can be guilty of things. Well, of course, just like anyone else. But they did not kill Charlie Kirk.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? He just made a claim. He just said definitively. Where's your evidence? Evidence. You're making, that's a positive claim. So people out there who may not understand this, a belief is just I'm not convinced. It's not a claim. Like if you tell me I believe in Bigfoot, I believe Bigfoot's real, I say I remain unconvinced because I haven't seen evidence. Maybe Bigfoot's real. I don't know. Maybe there's some 7-8 foot tall Yeti running around in the Himalayas and I just haven't seen it. Maybe they're real. I don't know. I can't prove they're not. I'm not going to claim they're not. Maybe they are. Who knows? But I don't believe so. So I haven't been provided enough evidence, but he's telling you now they didn't. For sure. I know that's a positive claim. That's different than just saying I remain unconvinced, which is what you're saying when you say I don't believe something. So it's okay for him. I love it. Well, that's the popular position, you see. Always go with what's most popular. Yeah. Of course you do, Jer. Of course. You don't want to ruffle too many feathers, buddy. Meanwhile, it's Miller time, and when it's Miller time, you're okay with ruffling feathers and flagging channels. Allegedly.
And promoting that. If you find any of those clips or tweets where he's like sharing her shit and not debunking it, email it to me at thequartering.
You're not debunking anything. What are you talking about?
At gmail.com. That would be extremely helpful.
You're just saying your opinion is not valid because you have no evidence for your opinion. I see. Okay. You don't either. And you're stating it as fact. You're worse than Candace Owens. Yeah. Addie knows. Guy sniffing Adderall, crushing up Adderall pills and sniffing them, in my opinion.
You know, this is what it looks like when 50-year-old subversion war from Israel hits U.S. peak. Maybe. But I'm not in a position to debate Israel's influence over America.
Really? Why not? You're not in a position to comment on whether or not the little ... beanie wearing people had anything to do with Charlie Kirk's death, and yet you are. Right? Yeah. Oh, I don't want to comment on that. Why not? Because somebody from that little place over there, maybe, possibly, potentially, probably, in my opinion, gave him some cashola, and maybe is continuing to do so. It would explain where he's getting his money from, because he's not making any on YouTube, that's for sure, let alone Rumble.
Do not play into his hands, it's going to blow up in your face. I don't think so. I think that there is a large contingent of former Alex Jones fans and viewers that feel the same way I do.
Yeah. It's not enough, buddy. By the way, it doesn't matter. You're still going to get the floor wiped with you.
I think you'd be surprised.
Oh, I don't think so. I think you overestimate the support for that little place over there, pal. It's less and less popular as time goes on among Americans.
I really do.
Yeah.
I think you'd be surprised. And I'm not a debater.
Yeah.
I can't have a conversation thing.
Yeah. He set himself up for failure because he knows he's going to fail. Well, I'm not a debater. But I'm going to go hard. You're going to lose.
You know?
On his phone again. Jeez, this guy. So unprofessional. Dead air, Jer. Come on, buddy. Finish it up. His left arm. He's having problems with the left arm. I don't know.
I'll just speak some hard truths, but I won't be mean.
What do you mean hard truths? What do you mean truth? You mean your perception, interpretation of what's true, even though you don't really know the truth in this circumstance, but you're going to pretend you do? Because it's the most popular accepted narrative. Got it.
That's what I'll say.
Yeah, I'd love to hear these truths. Yeah, let's hear him, buddy. He's gonna do horrible. I can't wait to watch this. I can't wait to watch this. This is gonna be great. Oh man, maybe I'll do a whole breakdown of it. That's gonna be hilarious, dude. Alex Jones is actually a brilliant orator. He has excellent rhetorical skills. He can actually debate. He's really, really talented. He built a ginormous media empire, which unfortunately got destroyed by the government, that, subverted a bunch of that. I'm not going to get into the whole Sandy, place, the hook thing. I'm not going to get into that, but those people that sued him into oblivion, they were encouraged to do so by the government. The government's been out to get this guy for a long time because he's told a lot of hard, uncomfortable truths. Right or wrong, dude, he's going to tear you apart. I can't wait to see it. Oh, Jer thinks this is going to help him out. Nobody. It's going to be the final nail in the coffin. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section. Is Jer going to do real good against Alex Jones, or is he going to get demolished? He's going to get demolished. Well, let me know what you think, and please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. Hit that notification bell to be notified of any future content that I might create. Also, if you'd like to support my continued content creation, please consider making a donation via Super Chat. Any amount would be greatly appreciated. You can also follow me on Patreon as a monthly supporter, or hit the join button below the video to join my YouTube channel as a monthly supporting member. But anyhow, yeah, leave a comment. It's good for the algorithm. And on that note, I'm out of here. I am the realist philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. And take care. Yeah, I'm not out of here. It's just how I end each segment. But yeah, I think he's going to bomb. I think he's going to fail. I think he's going to tank. That'd be great. Jared debating Alex Jones. Oh, buddy. It's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be a literal bloodbath, man. Oh, my God. I can't wait. I don't know when it's going to happen. I'll look online. But it should be good. Anyway, guys, sorry about that snafu earlier. I seem to be having more and more of these errors. I'm just working too much. I'm so tired. Nas98. I swear each time I see you online, you're just mad or rip it on Styx. Okay. Shred YouTube. It's Melanie back. Huh? That's it for the comments? Really? That's unfortunate. I might have to do some more. I might have to do one more content piece. I might have to redo the Styx piece because I screwed it up. Yeah. Let me see what else I got. No Way Out says, historically, closest thing is probably those massive prehistoric sloth remains in respect to Bigfoot or in claims of giants existing. Giants? I don't believe in any of that crap, man. I ain't seen any skeletons of giants. What are you talking about? Is that real? I've seen that stuff. That's all made up. They're all doctored pics. Like those old tabloid photos of, you know, half bat, half man living in the sewers in New York and such. Those are not real. Get out of here. Oh, I do have a Melanie Mac piece. Okay, I got another Mel piece. Good. Yeah. All right, I can do that. I'll redo the Styx and his introduction to Stolas in the next show. I can't believe I screwed that up. Wow, this is bad. Okay, Melanie Mac versus Botox lies. Okay, that should be good. Yeah, she's weird looking. She used to look totally different. How much plastic surgery has this broad had, yo? All right, let me get to that here. Okay. Rewind. Twitter's weird. I have to interact with the video to turn on the full screening. All right. Screen capture, check. I think I'm going to need another piece of nicotine gum here. These are relatively small doses, though. That's like 2 milligrams each. Those Zins that Jer is sucking down, like they were candy, have like 9 milligrams a piece. That's like a massive dose of nicotine, man. That's like 4.5 pieces of this gum, and he's sucking on multiple Zins each show. That's insane. I guess he can handle it because he's so heavy. He's so overweight. I guess it has something to do with body size. I don't know. But that's a lot. Just so you know, that's a lot of nicotine amount. These are pretty small amount comparatively. They do make 4 milligram pieces of nicotine gum too, but that's too much for me. All right, give me a sec here. She looks bizarre. All right, ready to go. So hello all and welcome. It is I, the Realist Philosopher, and this is the Realist Philosopher Show. So we're back with Melanie Mack, co-host of The Quarter and Lie. Now you might be wondering, who is this woman? Well, that's Melanie Mack. I don't recognize her, but apparently she used to look like that. Before whatever procedures she had. But I'm supposed to believe she's had no procedures. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at this compilation, yo. This should be good.
So the internet right now is saying I have Botox, even though I don't. And I've been telling people I don't.
We just did
Whoa, who is that? Wow, is that what she looked like? Look, 5-6 years ago? By the way, that's an attractive woman. Yeah. That's her without makeup, like 5-6 years ago. Does anybody think she looks much better without makeup, or is it just me? I mean, not now. She's 40 now, but I think this is her at like 33 or 34 or something. That's not a bad-looking chick. That's a pretty girl. That's an attractive woman. What happened? What happened, Mel? What'd you do to yourself? Oy, oy, oy.
Second round of Botox for the jaw reduction to help with that. Tell me a little bit.
She's a cute girl. She's a pretty girl. What happened? So this is her, by the way, getting Botox.
Let's talk about functional. What issues were you having before we did this? We did it the first session 6 months ago, the first time.
Wow, she looks so much better here. What happened? I can't be the only one that thinks this is much preferable to how she looks now. All that foundation slapped on her face.
Or it's just like they were extremely bulky, painful. This has been something that I've had problems with ever since I was a teenager, and so I just never had any idea how to fix it. And so once I did learn about how Botox can fix that, it's been great just for both the pain and then also my face looks better. It's not so bulky and inflamed anymore.
And she's got some raccoon eyes going on there, but it's not too bad.
So I'm extremely happy. But they say because...
Whoa, what? Totally different woman. By the way, I think this is horrible compared to what we just saw.
My eyebrows don't move. Got Botox. But,
You don't have Botox now. People aren't saying that you have Botox now. They say you just slap on a ton of foundation, which you do. They're saying that you've had Botox in the past. By the way, you've had other things done as well, as you will see.
my eyebrows do move.
I don't see any wrinkles. It's a lot of makeup.
You would come back every 6 months for multiple rounds, but today, one of my diagnoses...
God, she looks so much better here. Ladies, don't wear makeup. It ruins your skin, man. It prematurely ages you, and then you have to wear the makeup because you prematurely aged your face, and it's the only way that you can look young. Or younger.
The first time I injected it, even though it wasn't painful, you felt a little soreness when I injected it, right?
Yep.
So that's one marker. So I found that when I injected today, there was absolutely no soreness, so I know the muscles are healing. So
I can't get over how good she looks here. Without all the makeup and Botox and procedures, and she's got normal eyes. This is a good-looking girl. Why? Why did you destroy yourself, Melanie Mack?
Diagnosis to tell me that we don't need to come back in 6 months to do it again.
So yeah,
Oh my God.
I wanted to turn this into a positive thing instead of just replying to haters, because I've tried to tell people you don't reply to haters or correct their lies, because when you do, they'll just make up 10 more. This is something I get so many comments.
What the hell is this? This is Melanie Mack? This is the same broad? Whoa. Hold on. What? She morphed. There's some kind of metamorphosis from that to this?
Something I get so many comments on, whether it's...
What the heck? Is this Melanie Mack? This can't be her. First of all, the eye color's different, so she's wearing colored contacts. Green. You look much better with the brown eyes that God gave you. Everything looks different, though. The nose, everything's different. How much work have you had done? This is like a much older video, I guess. I don't know. Maybe later? No, this is earlier.
Even when I'm streaming, I get asked this a lot, and I have been getting asked this so freaking much, and that is, did you get lip injections? And this is a video that I thought about making, and I've been wanting to make this video for a while, but then I thought, do I really want to address it because so many people are like hating about it and all that stuff? While there are a lot of people who are just genuinely curious, which there's nothing wrong with that, there's a lot of like freaking hate about this whole topic. So it's like, do I want to talk about this and just especially for Vlogmas and start it off?
She looks horrible here. Is it just me, or does anybody else think this is a horrible looking broad? Looks so fake, so plastic. I think this is an unattractive chick. The one we saw in the Botox clinic looked great by comparison. I don't know about you, but this is horrific.
On a negative tone or what, but I just thought in my head, you know what, it doesn't have to be negative, so I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about it. Long story short, did I get lip injections? The answer is yes.
So even when they see this, they'll make up more, or they'll
Yeah, those are much smaller lips. They're much smaller here.
say, my eyebrows can move more, so that must mean you have Botox. Like,
This is a much inferior version of Melanie Mack. It's not just age. She's so insecure. So insecure.
they're just gonna, I don't know what the next thing is gonna be.
Another thing is, even though the
Look at this. It's beautiful. This is much, much better. This is an attractive woman. Why couldn't you keep this look? Why'd you have to be so insecure, sweetheart? You look much better here. Without makeup. Oh, my God. Is this her before all the work? Oh, my God. It's night and day. She don't look like this no more.
face has a little bit of width, it is significantly better. So that's another indication for me. We probably go to 9 months. Now the question is, why should we do it today? Well, there was still a very strong muscle when I felt it. There was still some width. I went and showed her where the narrowing would be, and if she was okay with a slight further narrowing.
Those lips are great. What happened? What did you do to yourself? I want to know what work this chick had to turn herself from this to what she looks like now.
And the muscle was tense, and because the symptoms were so severe, I didn't want to be behind the 8 ball and go to a 9 months to a year very quickly. I also told her, and I hope you guys don't use this against me here, but I usually say, if this is an emergency, like my friend, I just told the story, my friend literally broke his tooth from grinding so heavily. So I went and my staff said, oh, he doesn't need to come in. I said, no, get him in here. So I injected him a day after he broke his tooth, and his pain went away. But I'm also helping his tooth not be broken. But what I said is that let's go to 9 months at this point, which is not that common that for someone with a significant grinding and cosmetic issue, they can go to 9 months after the second round. But if in fact something gets worse sooner, if I'm in town and my staff is not short staffed, I'll do an emergency visit double book, because now that it only
Honey, if you still look like this, you could have done better than a gay Filipino man.
takes me about 30 seconds to do this. But good, you're happy.
I'm very happy, yes.
And I know some of my followers and stuff, like, they mean well.
Looks like a harlot here. This is far less preferable than what I just saw. And would anybody take this over the chick we just saw? Heck no.
But they, sometimes they get upset if I don't, like, call out the haters more. Like, they will, you know, they will actually send me stuff to call out. And it's like, I don't want to do that.
Uh-huh.
Because that's not what I'm here to do.
What are you here to do? Laugh and say, yeah! Wow!
It's just argue with people. I'm not a drama channel.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, but what are you talking about? You are now. You work with Jeremy Hambley. By the way, at least if you were a drama channel, you'd be interesting, entertaining to us. Well, no, she wouldn't, I guess. That's true. She's not interesting or entertaining.
I don't do that gossip stuff.
And then I look on camera and I was like, holy smokes, like that looks kind of crazy.
Looks like a vampire here.
But as you...
What's with this weird goth look? Who is this? Is this what she looked like before she had work done? Was this like her 20 years ago or something? I don't know what timeline this is, man, but this is a weird look, man. She definitely had more than just Botox done, yo.
You can see here. There they are. And there's like maybe like Nah, I didn't really overdraw. I tried my best not to like overdraw this time so that you could see.
Your lips look better before.
But before, you know, my top lip wasn't this. It had.
What is it with these chicks that are good looking and they destroy their faces? Like they get those like BBLs and all that. They get those injections in their butt that look ridiculous. Or she get these balloon lips that look horrible. Before you look great. Now you look not so great.
That's more of like a poof than anything. So.
Terrible. Looks like a bumblebee's bit you in the face. It looks just really weird.
That's what they look like. I don't feel like they look like duck lips if you see from the side.
It's weird, honey.
I feel like I, you know, was very reasonable and moderate about it. I didn't want to go crazy. So that's not what I'm going to.
It's so odd. She's like a different person in each and every picture.
I do. For me, I just want to, talk about Jesus. I want to share things that I like. And
what do you like?
Sometimes we gotta call out evil stuff that goes on in the world, but we have to make sure that we're not doing that out of bitterness.
Why don't you call out your boss? His sloth, his gluttony, his drunkenness, his overall hedonism. Why don't you call that out? I don't know. He's my meal ticket.
Out of anger, out of envy or lies, because then that's not from God.
Wonderful. So people out there that have this issue should come in.
Definitely. It's life-changing.
Awesome.
Like, it's so much better.
Thank you.
So, yeah, I'm doing my best, and I guess that's all I can do. But I'm going to get ready for church.
Well, you could take off that makeup, you know? Looked like the chick we just saw in the prior pic in the Botox clinic. That's a much better looking broad, yo.
And I think you should too. Bye.
Wow. Internet gossip queens think they got a gotcha on me because I used to have lip injections, despite the fact that I documented the whole thing of getting them dissolved in 2019. Yeah, it wasn't a secret. Well, you didn't advertise it too much either. And I talked about it many times, including on Quarter Cask. Yeah, well. Her eyes? Are her eyes a different shape? Or is that just the, like what? Is that just the eye makeup, or are they literally a different shade? Did she get her brows done? I don't know. Like she got maybe a brow lift? The eyes look to be a different shape. The ones on the left seem to have less, I don't know. Maybe it's just the eye makeup, but they seem to be less rounded. Like the ones on the right, they seem to be more curved at the top. I don't know. Did you have her nose done? Let me see here. Let's check the nose out here. Okay. I don't know. I had 0 plastic surgery and have no fillers or buff. I don't believe that. I think she definitely had plastic surgery, yo. Especially these pics, especially the ones where she looks like some kind of vampire goth chick wannabe. But let me know what you think, yo. Has this chick had work done? Yeah. Which was the best version? The one where she was in that Botox clinic, right? With no makeup on? That was a good-looking chick. The way she looks now? No. Would it be as simple as removing all that makeup? No, because I think she's damaged the skin so much that she would look terrible. She would look very haggard and used and worn out because all the chemicals she's put on her face for so many years to try and desperately cling to looking youthful. Meanwhile, if she'd have never worn makeup, she'd probably look much, much better, like she did in that clinic pic. That was a decent-looking broad. But anyway, hey, You know, what do I know? I could be all wrong. This could be all just different applications of makeup. And maybe it's just the green eyes, the colored contact lenses that threw me. Maybe she's never had any work done and all these different looks are just different applications of makeup, right? Yeah, I don't believe that either. But let me know what you think. Is Melanie Mac had work done? I would say she has had copious amounts of work done. But let me know what you think in the comments section. Also, what did you think of her in that clinic pic? In that video of her in the clinic? Good looking broad. Very cute. Pretty girl. Not so much anymore. But let me know what you think in the comment section. And please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. Hit that notification bell to be notified of any future content I might make. Also, if you would consider leaving a super chat, I would greatly appreciate it. You can also follow my channel by hitting the join button there below the video, or you can join my Patreon as a monthly supporting member, link in the description. And on that note, I'm out of here. I am the Realist Philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. Take care. Yeah, she's had tons of work done. Are you kidding me? This chick, man, she's got some plastic surgery addiction, yo. She's like Michael Jackson. She just isn't using that skin whitener, that's all. Wow. Wow, vanity, man. Thy name is Melanie Mac. Holy crap. Nose job. Plastic surgery disaster. Kenny Law. These young women don't have enough self-esteem. That's why they have to fix their faces. Goes too far sometimes. Yeah. I know what you mean. But that was... She actually looked good in that clinic, though, man. That was a good-looking broad. Unfortunately, she's destroyed herself. There's something to be said for that natural, clean look that a woman has without makeup. Nothing beats it. I mean, unless you're a pig. If you're a big fat pig, it don't matter. Makeup, no makeup, lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig, right? But that clinic pic, I was surprised how good she once looked. What happened? What happened, Mel? You look so fake and plasticky now. It's unfortunate. Well, I guess that's what 20 years in gaming and Hollywood and whatever sphere she was in trying to be successful does to you. Oh, it's sad. So sad. A once attractive woman now, well, no longer attractive. The chat is dead. Where'd everybody go? I guess I blew it when I screwed up that piece with Styx. Yeah, I'm going to have to edit that tomorrow. It takes like, man, it takes like 12, 14 hours for YouTube to process these live streams. So, yeah, if you're watching after the fact, I apologize for the kerfuffle with the Styx segment where it was audio because I forgot to switch back to screen capture. What do you want? I had brain damage, remember? Oh, man. Well, at least I got one super chat. Yeah. I guess Vifu's had to go. He's probably got work tomorrow. Yeah. Nobody seems to stick around. You know, my favorite part of this show is chat. I understand it's a Monday. People got to work. Got to go to bed. But it's my favorite part. I really do enjoy the interaction with the audience. So when there aren't too many comments in chat, I get a little disappointed. But what are you going to do? I cannot control that. Unfortunately. Well, we got a decent amount of views. Good average view duration, so not going to complain. Not going to complain. Anybody out there have any questions, comments? I I do respond to all comments just after the fact. I don't respond. So the way the show works, I do what I call segments. And when I do a segment, essentially I do commentary on a video. Very rarely do I comment on media pieces, right? It's regular news. And then once I'm done doing my commentary, then I get to your comments in between segments. So basically afterwards, if that makes sense. But I do read all comments, or I try to anyway. But anyhow, that's 5 segments and a half segment that was a failure because I forgot to switch back to screen capture. I will edit that out tomorrow. Anyway, guys, I will be back Wednesday at the same time. Friday's show, I'm moving it to 1 hour later. So it'll be midnight New York City time. If you want to know what time that is, well, just Google current time in New York City and you'll know what time it is where you are. It'll be 9 o'clock at night for me. I don't know what it'll be for you, but Wednesday it'll still be 8. So Monday and Wednesday, 11 p.m. New York City time, and then Friday, midnight New York City time, at least for the foreseeable future. And the reason for the change, my work, I just can make a little extra money if I work an hour later on Fridays. Anyhow, guys, I'm going to head out. I'll be back Wednesday. I hope to see you then. I am the Realist Philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. Take care.